Alright, just gonna wait for some more people to get in here. Gonna mute the site real quick so I can link some more people. Gonna add some more people. Hold on. Where's this goddamn tag? Whatever, maybe you'll find it. Stuff's so annoying. Oh, there it is. Of course. What the? You gotta be kidding me. I'm trying to just get the right tag on Twitter so I can help everyone find my stream. And this tag is just not showing up. My goodness. Man, it is hard to remember everybody's Twitter tags. Oh my god. Just gonna have to do. Okay, I'll be right there in a second, then we can get started in a few minutes. Hello, Scolio. Okay. Should I wait a little longer? How's everybody doing? Jeez. Thanks, Combat. Should probably turn on the fan. Thank you, Lucid. Alright. Yeah, I'm just putting the fan on because I don't want my computer to overheat or anything. My hat? I actually think I bought it at Combo Breaker a few years ago. I think it was like the first hat I bought at Combo Breaker. So it was probably like 2017. And then I got the Sonic Movie 2 hat the next year, I think. And the other two hats I got on my own. No, I think I got the beanie hat as well from Combo Breaker. I think the only Sonic hat I didn't get from there was the big dumb fleece one. Alright, we're getting a few more people in here, so I think I'll take one last run out, and then I'll be back and we'll start. Okay, well, we got about, according to my stream setup, we have 13 people in here. Thanks, Sam. So I think I'll just get started. Hopefully more people come in later, but let me see if I'm on the right tab. There we go. Favorite moment or match? Probably when I counter broke Valorx twice in a row. I think that was pretty funny. Hey, Latalis, you made it just in time. Okay, if there's any audio issues, let me know. The video might be a bit quiet, but as long as you can hear it at least a little bit, then that's fine. Hey, Jaron. So I'm going to get started. So I'm going to do my full top 24 run first, and then if I feel like I have time, I'll look at the rest of the top 8. I don't know if I'll do the entire top 24 because that might take a while. So here we go. My first match was versus Zombie. I was a little nervous going into this because, you know, Zombie's a really good player and Arya's a wild card. But I just like a quick exchange the night before when I just said hi to Keats before going to bed, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be fighting Zombie tomorrow." And he's like, "You got it." And I was like, and that just completely changed my mentality immediately. It's funny how simple exchanges like that can just change your confidence. It's like, wait, yeah, of course I got it. I could beat Zombie. I know what I'm doing. So here's the first match.
I don't remember.
He came out last year for one of his first online.
So I picked Kim because I'm pretty comfortable with this matchup now with her.
For the damage output and the reflection of the beams,
I think I have to try way too hard with the other characters, even if the matchup's not great. I thought he was going to do an aerial there to start the match, because that's usually what he does, but he did an empty jump throw, so I wasn't ready.
Arya is an incredibly powerful character, probably the best character.
Get out of the corner immediately.
But she has these 3 bodies she has to manage. Things can snowball against her pretty
Did a little delayed meaty to try and get him to press something.
Because she loses moves and assists as she loses bodies, right?
So all right, you're going to see this as a trend. Zombie did not do a good job defending that sword assist whenever he threw it out. Whenever I fought Kron when I was practicing for this, yeah, sorry about that, Latalis. Whenever I fought Kron when practicing for this, he would always like call his base body and then knee me while I was staring at the sword going up, because you can't kick the sword until it's finished. Otherwise, you'll just get hit because it has invulnerability. But Zombie did not do as good a job of doing that. I just looked at the sword and I looked at him. I'm like, are you really just going to stand there? I'm like, okay. And I just kicked it. And that did like a third of its health.
But the people who do main Arya are so good.
They're definitely very good.
Very good DP to catch me trying to do something on Wake Up.
Very good.
So you're going to see me do this a lot too. I've decided now that whenever some Arya puts a blade assist on me, I'm just going to parry it. Because I get a dragon, and the blade will launch me. So the blade does like around like 5%. It's some minuscule amount of damage. And if he hits me with an aerial afterward, it's like 8. And if he super optimizes it with meter, it's like 20 max. None of which are going to deter me from getting a dragon and messing with his setup. So I'm just going to do it pretty much every time until an Arya shows me I shouldn't, you know?
How much damage did she just did to that blade assist, right? That new change y'all just did.
Really good DP to stop my frame trapping and stuff. My safe jumps aren't great.
Where he's more damage, right? Oh my goodness.
See, I hit it again. I didn't care. I see here that the assist hasn't fired yet, and that she's in the air, so dashing out is going to be a much safer option.
Come out and play with that body.
I get lucky because he does the heavy crescendo, and I'm able to punish it immediately.
To get the punish on the crescendo.
Sonic Dolphin, known for playing a couple characters that are much less common and probably less strong as well, but you wouldn't know it from watching him play. His Kimwoo is the best in the business. His Kilgore is also the best in the business. He might even dip into the Arbiter pool occasionally.
Agreed. And it was something.
And like all those dragons, like I got all those dragons ready. Mess up on the manual shot. Take the throw, it's fine. I tried to just go for it because if I won, I got the body and the game was over. I figured it was worth a shot.
So it's perfect. Right now, Extreme Zombie so much.
Well, the game wasn't over, but whatever. I could have ended the combo there, but I did an extra linker that wasn't necessary, and I got broken.
Yes. That was a very good heavy break.
That never works. I don't know why I ever try to do that. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm pausing a lot, but there's a lot I want to mention here. Usually when Zombie calls an assist right in your face, he's going to throw you on Wake Up. And Kimwoo has the ability to kind of just jump forward and dodge both the throw and the assist, which is really nice. That was an accident, but I'll take credit for it.
On the back foot.
My goodness.
It's a lot more even than it may seem, but
I could have gotten a resource ender in that situation, but I just wanted to make sure he died.
She activates instinct that gives her her best mix-up.
Okay,
so he has instinct now, so it might have been better if I did something potentially more damaging so that he wouldn't have the chance to pop it.
Overhead.
Sonic has instinct as well. Oh, that could be it.
1, 2, 3.
I didn't have a dragon yet to cancel that, so there was no way to mix that up. Didn't manage to confirm his heavy. Great block, and then here's the Heartbreaker. This was literally just panic from him. There was literally no situation in which he should have done that. Essentially what happened was he did a shadow DP, And I think a thought like shot through his head that I'm gonna parry the DP and that he has to get out of there, right? I think it like zoomed by through his head without him being able to like understand what that thought actually led to. The problem is two things. One, even if I could parry it, he has to hit me once to cancel it, I'm pretty sure. Like he can't like just cancel it immediately. And the other thing is I didn't parry it. I accidentally pressed a button and I didn't parry it. So it wasn't going to work. And the thing is, Kim's parry doesn't even work on that move. Against a lot of Shadow DPs in this game, they have enough invulnerability that if you try to parry them, it'll just beat Kim clean. And a lot of times, she doesn't even get a dragon for it because the hits hit too quickly. So yeah, this was literally just a panic throw from him.
He should have just let it rock!
Why did he do that?
Oh!
That had to be an input error, right?
No. He didn't believe in the hit. He acted.
To make miscue game,
Kim also.
it doesn't
so
crush the rest of your set.
I got really lucky that first
Keep
game.
yourself mentally locked.
He literally had the game and threw it
You
away.
know, thinking about this matchup a little bit more too.
I tried to hit
one thing
him
that's good
that
for
time
him also
because
is whenever
I figured he
Arthur's
wasn't
doing
going to do the
these
aerial
things,
again, but he did it
the
this
button
time.
that follows up after
Good
the team
DP.
assist, she'll
Once
always
again,
do
I jump out because
That's right,
assist to
that's
throw
right. Very good look.
doesn't work that well against Kim.
You'll cancel that out, dude.
Projectiles, hits, covers everything.
Gets me to throw
Didn't get
again.
a lot of reward for it, but as
He
you
does
say,
the blade
it-
assist, so
Have the chance
That's
to
right,
pair.
that's right.
So
It was
that's a
high-low
very good look.
agnostic.
let's get back there for a second.
Projectiles, hits,
So he
covers
does the blade assist and he
Didn't
doesn't
get a lot
jump.
of reward for
So I just parry it and it hits him because the parry is unblockable. So if you're close, I'm just going to do it.
it, but there, as you
And then he throws out the base assist, and I figure I'm just going to jump it. Because even if he anti-airs me, I'm going to hit the assist, and he happened to jump. So
see, it kind of stops the pressure.
now he's backing up, because Zombie likes to back up a lot, because Arya's backdash is very good, even outside base body.
Gives Kim the dragon so that she can do a mix-up of her own, or do
Messes
something
up the
safe.
Shadow Breaker because it's offline. I don't get the Resource Ender, so I'm forced to kill.
And after a really close one, starting off pretty bad for
I wanted to
Zombie.
cover his bar with PD so that I could
Got
get
a
the
lot of
Resource Ender, but it
damage
didn't
gone.
happen.
Got one body gone.
Easy
Last
reflect.
on the second one. Yeah, you gotta break that. Get your pressure going. He was too
Delayed
worried
attack.
about
I do the Kata backdash catch because it gets Zombie all the time, and it works surprisingly well in this set.
about the parry, so he didn't go for his Oki.
Yep. I think you have to just go for it.
Yes. You've got to make them show you.
That's
You
right.
can't
I decide to
just-
wait
you can't
here,
allow DP characters
and then I
and
just
carry
decide.
characters to-
Actually, I decided to wait when the instinct pop happened, and then after it was over, I immediately pressed. Yeah.
dictate your pace of your offense.
That's right. The
So this
reward
doesn't
is
matter that
high
much
on
because
Kim's parry from
she's
the
gonna
top.
soak a lot of the damage on the sword body.
Man.
So I don't know if it was smart for me to spend the meter here.
Very tough one.
I usually try to avoid spending meter when Arya's an instinct like
No,
this,
he's soaking a lot of damage because
because
in
it
instinct,
doesn't give me as much damage. Once again, the backdash is caught. She's dead. I still can't get the Resource Ender.
Yes.
Barely not enough PD to do it.
You know, I always forget about that.
And this
I know
is
that, but
already
I always forget
GG's,
about
'cause
how that one absorbs
Either I was
every
going to chip him with
reaction.
that, or he was going to DP me and I get the dragon and he's dead.
Dragon
Yeah, I
shot,
was gonna say,
yeah.
Dragon
Hang it up.
cannon and then
Mm-hmm.
a light dragon kick. That's gonna chip him out.
Man.
I mean, Sam, KI is going to be a main game at CEO, and it's still going to be a side game at EVO, and both those tournaments are going to have prize pools this year, so
Sonic
there's going to be some pressure over there
beats
too.
people in a long set really fast.
Yes.
And I have noticed that in most of the sets.
So he didn't throw me that time, which was crazy.
Dicey back
He was too high for me to parry it. I thought maybe I'd reach him, but it didn't work out that way.
and forth, and then it snowballs from there because he's so good at like really understanding the patterns and behaviors of his opponent that he can take his lower tier character, but just
This time he was close enough that the parry worked.
make really good reads.
Oh, yeah.
And KI is a game where if you can make good reads, you can win with anybody.
I hope to get more PD out of this, but because it's Kim Woo, I don't get any higher than a level 2.
In this game, so it kind of throws off people's groove also.
Yeah.
Good DP once again. He's checking me on my jump-ins a lot.
What we got here? Oh, man.
Instant air. He got me on the jump-in again.
From Zombie's Arya is getting less.
Wasn't ready for the sword frame trap this time, so
He is worried about or trying to bait the parry.
And I like what you said. It's really not.
I don't know what that was supposed to be, honestly. I think I tried to Shadow Dragon kick, but I didn't see that I didn't actually have a full bar yet. That's what I'm assuming happened there.
being worried.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I have full dragon, so I didn't parry it. I tried to block it.
It's not so much neutral, it's a little bit.
Just missed my poke, so he got to crescendo me.
But
Yeah.
just let her have it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, second time, he doesn't do anything to, he doesn't do anything to stop me. Even after I, watch this, even after I kick this drone, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't, like, anti-air me at all. So so he blocks my aerial, and then he tries to shadow counter me, and he gets thrown. So now he's dead, and the sword body lost a third of its life.
Like, dude, look at the chunk
That literally shifted the entire game.
that ripped off.
He's got to be regretting throwing that blade assist from so far away.
Yes.
Kim just hits those angles just right with the dragon kicks.
Easy parry, because he meeting me with the projectiles.
In neutral, right? Arya should win neutral a lot of the time here.
Yes. Especially with the instinct and the blade body.
Yep.
Should definitely be winning the neutral, but a very good instinct.
Once again, the same reset worked. I don't think it's failed so far this set.
Sonic, gonna get him a little something.
Hello,
shaky,
Zip.
but a good break.
Hello, Kron.
All right.
Dragon
So now I'm just pushing him back to the corner with the dragon
This
cannons.
is a lot more even than it looks like it is.
And once again, he tried there, but he was too late. Match is over.
Same
Oh,
even.
Snipey, it's dead!
So guess what? All he has now is dash up throw mix. So I just wait for him to dash, and I just shadow.
My goodness.
Gotta break
One
that
chance,
in,
dead.
you're out. Oh!
And that is a
Once
swift
she's stuck in
victory
base
of
body,
the
it's
Sonic
so
Dog.
hard
That's
for her to
like
do
a
Blade
anything.
drone,
Oh
my
yeah.
heart.
Oh yeah. It hurts. It hurts.
Oh.
Like, once I get rid of blade body, the match is over. Like, even the flying body isn't that great without the blade assist covering it, you know? So let's skip forward to my next match. Again, I'll look at the rest of top 8 after this. Or at least I'll try to. So the next match is me versus Alex. So grand finals run back. So for some reason, start of top 24, I have to fight my losers finals, and then start of top 8, I have to fight my grand finals. I don't. That's some fucked up
Here
luck.
we go, our very first match of Killer Instinct here, and we're right
So I picked
into it.
Kilgore again because I might as well do the tried and true. I thought maybe trying Kim because I think that matchup is significantly better now, but I figured it just wasn't worth trying yet.
This was last year's grand final.
Try to DP immediately just to see if he was the same person as last year, and no.
Which side?
Yeah, and a slightly different Rash this time as well. You know, obviously
I'm doing
the
some
painful
delayed
bit.
buttons, try and catch him.
But
forcing
Alex
pressure on me.
here to, you know, think about what happened.
This is not breakable.
See if he can come up with some adjustments.
Oh my god. That's
He
a
locks out
huge
early,
lockout
so I'm
though.
able to
So
catch up in
much.
damage.
Tons of damage on this. Doesn't have a second shadow, but went for a middle ball setup, which Alex V just pops out of.
Man, just
Finds
clip
crouch
me.
medium Kickstarter, and then yeah, break on the heavy linker there.
I try to do crouch medium punch anti-air, but
Medium
it's
linker,
really hard to
the blade
hit,
auto
especially when I
doubles,
don't
keeps
know
it
where I am
pretty
on the screen.
short here. And no breakout.
How is your analysis? To be honest, I'd have to like really pay attention to what you were saying just to actually rate it, because the commentary was mostly like flavor stuff to me when I was rewatching it. Yeah, Alex loves the jump backs. Like that is basically his trademark as Rash. Like he loves to like jump back and bait things. And it worked against everyone else.
After, but doesn't have a good KB and shadow there to cash out, so unfortunately.
And for what it's worth, he timed his jumps a lot better in this set than he did last year.
Out of there. And there
So I tried to shoot him through the bike. I didn't expect him to jump immediately.
He tried to shoot over the car.
A giant robot with metal machine gun arms shooting the,
I just explode because I see he's in the air and I don't want to deal with whatever comes next.
the cart from Rash.
Easy
That's what we
DP.
got here.
He doesn't break the launch combo, which is surprising.
So a missile set up.
He just completely failed to.
Wow, he gets over
That would have worked
the
just fine, but he was still an
Depends on the
instinct,
cart, but
so
he's got the combo in the air to air.
that
That could've
DP
been
trade
bad.
wasn't
Could've
great.
actually got a combo from that, so pretty even start on this first game already.
That was really cool of Alex to get away from all the chips.
So now I'm like trying to wait for his jumps and try and scout them
Yeah,
better,
it was so important right there,
because
too,
his
otherwise
jumps are
he ate
dodging
one
my
missile,
missiles a
but
lot,
there's a bunch
my
of
guns a
Not
lot
good
more.
trade usually.
Yeah, eat the damage.
Now I'm just spamming light missiles because overheated light missiles are bullshit. Like, it's so hard to get around these things. Then I just punch his tongue, because why punch his body when I can just style on his tongue instead? He catches me off guard with the Wrecking Ball because for some reason in my head I forget that the grounded Wrecking Ball still has armor. and I'm just not ready for it.
Starting to slip away.
Really good
Raw
overhead
as
challenge.
well, instantly catches out the combo and break on the heavy doubles. There's so much meter for Alex as well.
Just put the foot, didn't get the
Ran up while I had the opportunity, failed to
very low
shoot
damage
missiles
that
at him, so I just tried to medium, and
No
it
shadow
somehow
Boom trying to get on
worked.
the cart. Ram horns under. I
Delayed
like it.
button.
This is gonna be huge here.
So right here, to be honest, I could have... My spin speed was high enough that I could have done a medium manual after that chain sweep. And if I had done that and he didn't break me, I could have done launcher ender into Shadow Ball. But instead I spent the Shadow Meter on the gun because I wasn't paying too much attention, and now he gets one more chance.
Situation
Locked
doesn't
out. That
guess
could be it.
right.
Can he get enough?
The
He did
cash out's not enough, and there's no shadow here.
I thought he
Alex
might get danger and ultra, but he did
I
not.
wait, I
gets
shoot
so much
up,
resources. The one
and
wrecking
guaranteed. The moment you're at that low health bar and I've got plenty left, the moment you try and swing at me, the game's over.
ball, and
An
that's not
explosion.
it. He had one chance there to try to make it. It was so little life. Resources though. Alex B had
Smarty timed it so that he clipped him out of the air and he recovered in time to block the call.
Why time a DP when I can just
definitely
press
a rough
LT
spot
and
to
win the
try to
game?
make it in there too. So little life, so little to work with. He had a lot of resources though. Alex B had sitting on all that shadow meter for a while.
Yeah, that's a really bad trade. I don't know if I would be eating the missiles.
Really good
He needs
throw.
two more
I
missiles
wasn't
and a
ready for
machine
it.
gun usually.
Yeah, and it hasn't really getting him any space either. You just get the knockdown.
So I'm just trying to push myself out of the corner here.
Yeah.
Nice link off the tongue there. And linking the ram horns after too, trying to make it tough to break.
That would have worked if I did the medium DP, but I misjudged the range on it.
Yeah, pretty solid. Got 20% on a break.
Delayed
Very
medium.
nice.
It's working a lot.
The immediate lockout. He's been guest breaking early because there's been a lot of one chance
Free
from
PD.
Sonic Dolphin so far. So
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense, I think, on Alex's breaking pattern. so
Overheated
far.
missiles are dumb.
Yeah, that one, I think he jumped to try to use the tongue, not even aiming at the projectile.
I think so,
maybe.
too.
Yeah, he just
Baited
ended
his
up
jump
hitting
with the
one on
jab so I could do the
And that's
upward
great.
shots.
Sonic Dolphin can make that
Check the
happen.
tongue.
Kind of sense when Alex wants to use the
That was random, but it worked. I don't know why I did that. Once again, I tried to crouch medium punch and it didn't work.
Sonic Dolphin, it gives him a chance to escape, finds the whip.
Got a
on his
full
one chance
punish
here, he
instead of
breaks the
shooting
heavy
him on the way
linker.
down. I thought that was going to explode, but my overheat had just run out.
We dodge.
Now, every single time that Rash calls Instinct, I'm doing heavy DP. Until someone stops me, I'm doing that every single time. Because the funny thing about Rash's Instinct is that if the bike collides with him and he's not in hit stun, the bike will pick him up, but he can't block while he's on the bike. So if I just do heavy DP, by the time my DP collides with him, the bike will have picked him up and he just gets hit for free. The only way he can stop me from doing that is pretty much to jump over me as soon as he pops Instinct. Monsoon, you're going to have to describe that differently, because the way you describe that doesn't make any sense to me.
Come in, and there's the DP again. He's been
Once again,
challenging
fails
that
to
so
break it.
consistently, and he gets the kill without spending any shadow, which is
got really
nice
lucky.
there if you're Sonic Dolphin.
That heavy DP on
Good collision. I'm already back in the corner. Great ram to call out my shots. Fails to optimize the combo.
He leans forward so much in it too, so you just get out of there.
Yep.
I expect a
Nice
poke,
delay
so I
on
just
it.
decide to exhaust
Makes
cancel.
timing, dealing with it a little weird too. This is gonna be a juggle.
Yeah, this
And
really hurt.
a lot of people like to break that shit. Alex broke a lot of my launcher follow-ups last year. So I was like, okay, if I add an extra launch follow-up that I don't need to do at all, he'll probably break it.
Damage
And I was right.
Oh
I might have been able to optimize this better if I mixed in like a manual into fire shots, but 60% is still plenty. But I'm out of meter now, so I didn't have exhaust cancel for anything. Bless Shadow Boot nerfs that I'm still alive.
Wrecking Ball will do it, but can he get in and make it happen is the question. He tries. Defensive missiles. He's trying to make that little bit of chip happen. This pixel is a nightmare. Anything will do it. Oh my, he's still
Delayed
alive.
medium again.
Not like this. This
And
one
dead.
pixel, the shadow caster into ultra.
I don't do the ultimate because I'd rather save it if I get it on the last match. I don't like ultimating people mid-set necessarily. I usually only ultimate people if it's my first win of the set or my last. Like,
Oh, and he even tried. Like he did the shadow.
doing in the
fusion.
middle,
You're
like
right.
I don't feel
He tried
like
to
that's
kill him, he tried to
necessary.
get him. Happened, but Sonic Dolphin just survived on it and made that whole life bar away from because of it. So unfortunate there. Alex V right back into it though.
Really good whiff punish. I really tried to call out the jump there.
Light kick just to try and get a little space in neutral, knowing that Alex V wanted to jump forward. It was pretty smart. But he's cornered anyway.
Yeah, immediate.
Just keep me in the corner as he does. I just break the first thing I
We
see.
haven't seen a big counter breaker yet from Alex V either.
I'm out of the corner now. Check the tongue.
Right
Good
away,
break
confirm.
immediately.
Metal ball just backs it up. Sonic Dolphin would love
I
to
wait,
see
and then I
this
do
work.
upward to try and
Set
bait
out
the
these
jump.
missiles, use the zoning, hold some space.
Really good jumps.
Wow, max range.
Could have gotten more off
Just got
that.
the sweep afterwards. Maybe too far to link anything besides the shadow, and these guns just
And now you're dealing with this again.
built up the
This is
heat.
the range I really
Very
like being at when I'm
technical. If he
overheated.
decides to go in. She does.
Switches side, that's a big deal.
I decide to pop Instinct to get a combo conversion here.
Choosing Kilgore sucks, you know?
Yeah, it is bad.
Probably risked a few too many breakpoints there, but it worked out.
He doesn't even want to press you in the
I don't know why I didn't capitalize
Yeah,
on
that was
more
very
damage
fun to
there,
control
but
that throw situation there.
whatever.
Finally had the manual
Probably just
completion.
nerves.
Chance now.
Once
DP
again, I
by
heavy
Kilgore.
DP as soon as I
We've
see
seen that
Instinct. I
so
don't
many
care.
times, and the cash out. Sonic Dolphin taking the
Until
first
you
life bar from
avoid it, I
DP.
don't care.
Alex V looking like he does not have answers in this matchup.
No, he's really struggling to get anything.
I'm
going
not
so
breaking
far.
the Rams because I don't know how to break them, so I'm not going to do it.
And, you know, there's been a lot of breaks from Sonic Dolphin, so I don't even blame him. It just didn't work out.
Yep.
Got a counter hit confirm, which I'm very proud
They
of.
don't present the option, they won't worry about it, so you got to try.
Yeah,
Down medium
trade
punch
on that,
manages to
couple
trade there, so
missiles.
I'm able to set up.
Throw gets broken, but Alex V is not making much progress here.
All right, I instantly leave the corner with a one
Swaps
chance,
the metal
so I get
ball.
more space back.
Now just lots of zoning.
Doesn't end up
Needs to
working,
go up.
though.
He's got Shadow as well. Throw doesn't quite do it. Got to get some kind of chip. Not the pixel again, man.
I'm surprised that worked.
Again, man.
I'm surprised I even had time to. I don't think that even was a punish. I think he just wasn't blocking
I mean,
low.
he's been DPing a lot, I understand.
That one was weird.
But
you
gotta
see
get some
this?
kind of chip, not the pixel
This
again,
kind of like
man.
made me like raise an eyebrow when I was on the stage and this happened.
Expecting the wake up so much.
Because I dash here, right? I'm in the middle of a dash. He's already over my head, and I do crouch heavy punch to shoot him,
I mean,
and the shots go the other way. I think it might be because like my shots were buffered during the dash, so it didn't autocorrect for some reason. I don't know.
he's been DPing a lot, I understand.
I wasn't
Getting
gonna think
hit
about
by
it any harder.
So Alex V a little bit of life here.
Hey, Balls Deep.
Love the jump
Yeah,
on that
Cyrus.
jab combo.
Not breaking
Well,
it because I don't know what it is.
Didn't believe in a confirm though.
I exhaust
DP.
cancel because that was
He's got shadow
punishable if I
gauge here.
didn't.
Doesn't choose to spend any. Just waiting
Once
it
again,
out.
really
Nice
good
slow
jumps.
neutral here. Oh man,
Those
the
air gun
guns.
cover
Here we
us
go
with
again.
gloves.
Yeah, and then the missiles.
Again,
as
like,
well.
One of the things about Kilgore's zoning that makes it very good compared to a lot of other characters' zoning, in fact, pretty much every other character in the game. If you notice, every other character in the game's zoning moves are single hit, right? Like every other projectile that someone shoots at you in this game only hits you once. Which means A, Rash can eat it and ignore it, and B, they don't build any potential damage when they hit the opponent. Yeah, Arya is one exception, yeah. But, so like, when you have multi-hit projectiles, they build potential damage because they act as a combo. Shago Shadow Fireball. Yeah, but that's a little more rare because it's not his main force of zoning. Con Ra, I mean, do you really call Scarab zoning? I don't really consider Scarab zoning. Sand Trap is single hit. But Shadow Sand Trap does count, I suppose, yeah. There are exceptions, but for the most part, most of the zoning in this game is only single hit. But in this case, it's like, if Alex wants to eat my stuff for meter, I don't care. Because I'm going to get a winning trade, and I don't care if he gets meter.
Well, adding up and now
Especially when he's already full.
no matter what he's in
That would have been epic, but I decided to hold forward for some reason, and it just whiffed.
the sky. He tries to chase it down. The sweep, the OTG, and he breaks. This is Alex V's last chance here. And the breaker from Sonic Dolphin and all kinds
Call
of
out the
space
jump.
to work with.
And he just, yeah, he was desperate.
And the missiles, that's
Oh,
the
he
kill.
got it.
3-0 Sonic.
Even against characters with single hit projectiles, I feel like Rash gets away with eating that stuff way too much. People need to start implementing a strategy of let Rash eat the fireball and then just beat his ass for it. Because when he does it, he's just stuck in the air, you know? If he jumps and tongues down to eat it, he's stuck in the air. And he can't attack until he lands. So people should start taking advantage of that more.
Dolphin just marching his way to winner's final.
All right, next is Valarax. So for this one, I had been practicing Glacius for this tournament. And I had been practicing Glacius for this tournament, and I hadn't got a chance to use him yet. So I figured I'm in winner's finals. If I lose this, I only have to fight one more person and then come back. So I was like, and it's Cinder. I know that Glacius is good against Cinder. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it here.
Maybe 6 characters in tournament.
And in hindsight, did I need to do that? Not really, but I don't think it was a terrible choice in the moment. I think I did relatively well. I just needed to refine my mindset a little better.
He does have one.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you
I'm overall glad I tried this, though.
Yeah, you dabbled a bit with Glacius.
Glacius is kind of super fun.
I don't know why he did that. That was interesting.
Interesting that he goes for this, though.
So my goal right now is I just want to push him to the corner and just jail him.
He's trying to liquidize under the explosion.
I don't want to, like... I'm not trying to, like, fish for Shatter too much. I just want to put him in a position where he has to move around. Yeah.
That's the thing about him. So Glacius is...
You mean first Glacius, right, Kron?
It is unblockable, but it just forces you to jump because of it. And then, you know, you're constantly in the air. He just anti-airs you over and over and over for extra damage. Burning away a bit. Gets a potential life here.
Gotta do something with it.
Yeah, he's gotta get the hit. Defense is looking okay.
I didn't know the deep lore behind Valarax, so...
Yeah, the arm's burnt here, which means...
If I had known he was... But I figured that he's played this matchup a lot because he hates it, you know?
Cashes out the legs. Now you're just on fire. Like, you're actually just burning.
Anything you do burns you now.
So now I'm just trying to wait out the time so I can get this fire off me.
Level 4 cash outs because of the potential life.
Managed to clip him with the shoulder, get my offense going.
Doesn't guess correctly. That was going to be
Manages to guess that, and I wasn't able to stop him from throwing me right after.
Well, mix up time. Goes to the other side. Ooh, he almost caught that. That was a punish. Mediums, no break.
I failed to do the Shadow Linker there. It was a drop.
Surprising.
Could have been Shadow Shoulder.
Get a little extra space and chip damage.
We're still fighting on him this round. Punish. Wow, the hail was almost there too.
Just trying to chip him out now.
He was in the air.
Just misspaced that cold shoulder. No, that stuff definitely got me. That time it worked out.
Lots of instinct time for Dolphin here. This also gives Glacius armor.
Yeah, my main goal in this matchup is just push him, slowly walk him to the corner, you know? I'm not trying to be aggressive like a lot of other Glacius players are. I'm just trying to, like, slowly put him in a position that he doesn't want to be in.
A little risky to do. All the way off the screen with this juggle. He can pop here. Extension. Oh, missed it. Oh, but it hit
that was very unlucky because I thought I was going to wake up jab, but the Inferno hit me as I was trying to do it, and I got my Shadow confirm out, and he was able to punish me.
Give him an extension that he couldn't break, so he gets the burnout, which is pretty nice.
Even though it's a punch animation, the puddle punch, the uppercut thing
that missed somehow. I don't know how that aerial missed. I don't know what my goal was there. I think maybe I had more meter than I did.
40-something% on that, maybe 50%.
I'm amazed he didn't counter break that, to be honest.
47%.
That was a very easy reason to do it, I think.
Unfortunately, true block string, so wasn't unblockable.
Had to represent the grab option there because of the armor.
Yeah.
We got lucky with that puddle punch.
Thinking maybe if he tries to swim with his armor, I can stop it in a breaker on the heavy doubles.
He's got
so I'm
every single time.
Just trying to get in.
I love the teleport.
Honestly, teleporting behind him was probably a bad idea. Because, I mean, I guess I figured he might not block it. I misspaced the cold shoulder again. That gets me. That is one of the main things that gets me killed in this set. Is just me misspacing my cold shoulders. Because that is the main way I'm gonna get my offense started. Is cold shoulder into Shadow Hail.
Space that cold shoulder. I love this combo, by the way. Sweep into the OTG. And
fuck up the Shadow Break because it's offline, and yeah.
So slow.
So next match.
Belligerent in your face, and then just switch back. He's so good at masking his intention.
Yeah, and I love the way he's playing here with the Cinder. Solid, conventional flow style, and he's finding whip.
Slowly walk him
really
in.
Nice on the whip, cold shoulders that Sonic Dolphin's going for.
I don't know what got me hit there.
With the bomb, he didn't do anything for so long, and he stood up and got hit.
Yeah, calling hails is really dangerous in this situation.
Mix, jump over plus bomb explosion.
Baits the DP, very good.
Punish on the wake up bomb again. He's fired up here too, so he's got the big pop if he wants it. Or whatever what he wants to extend with. The cash out, not too much damage, but he gets a juggle anyway.
I guess break that. That was probably not a good idea.
Huge advantage here for Valorant. And look at him just back off.
That Inferno hitbox surprised me a bunch when fighting him. I don't
He
know.
can light the arms or legs or whatever.
That shit got me a lot.
Or build meter. Goes for the meter ender. Valorant's a huge lead here. This Glacius pick not working out so far for Sonic Dolphin.
I think the community thinks that Glacius wins this, but
Yeah, I don't... For some reason, I didn't expect his grab to reach me. I feel like that's a common trend when I fight this character, is like, his grab just always gets me for some reason.
canonically, fire beats ice. So
You know, and not only that, but this is a Cinder.
I can't Liquid Eyes because he put the fucking fire on me, so I was taking it
You're
slow.
asking a lot by counterpicking him and trying to make your counterpick work, you know.
That was an easy Shadow Shatter. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Oh, Shatter just jumps it, yeah. And a long comeback
Tried to
here
catch
for
him with the
Sonic
shoulder, it didn't work.
all the players will tell you those shatters are a
Really
lot
good
easier
fake
to
out.
react to offline.
Dolphin. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, essentially what has been happening in this match is that I've been
Online, so it doesn't
trying to
take
get
much
in, but I've been a little too hasty, and I've ended up putting
Again,
myself in the corner
so
instead of
juggle
him.
Here is still burning. Sonic Dolphin. What kind of offense can he mount here?
Got a
This
whiff
Shadow
punish there,
immediately broken
instant
open.
break.
Not a little bit of fear at all. And combo was lots
annoyed
of
that
light,
didn't
so it
work.
doesn't kill.
So now at this
Chip
point, I'm
shot,
like,
though.
I'm just going to go for chip.
Air to arrow, do it,
Gonna
chip
try and
shot.
get a hail on him.
Air to air. Wow.
That was a really good challenge.
It's the start of a lance.
He's gonna try to
And I
get
decided here I'm just going to go for the shoulder chip.
Okay,
Yep.
fine.
Just going to walk in and just go for it.
But still a long road to go here for Sonic Dolphin.
Don't have the hails to cancel into.
Nice. I like the sneaky stuff we're seeing there.
So I forget to puddle punch here. This is not real.
Big.
Getting toasted.
Yeah, he could have one.
That could have been really nice for me if I did that right.
True.
He jumps it so I don't get anything off the Shadow Hail there.
He still jumps back.
Both of them are sitting on instincts.
Tried to call out his bomb explosion. That didn't work. Worked that time. Now I get the puddle punch.
Shadow
Oh,
counter.
I like
Nice. Good interrupt. He pops the instinct.
Luckily, he didn't have
Shadow
meter to
falls,
catch
Shadow
that.
Trailblazer, but still, really good spot for Valarax. Instinct also available for Sonic Dolphin.
So this is a lack of matchup knowledge on my part. I didn't realize he could block that in time.
And that's not
I don't believe Cinder can ultra right off Shadow Inferno. Is that true? Maybe I'm wrong and he just dropped. A lot of the commentators thought that he dropped it, but I'm pretty sure you can't ultra right off this, can you? Someone wants to correct me on that. So I get the breaker, and I get super lucky where he whiffs something and I'm able to punish him with a jab. And then I decide, you know what? Yeah, I decide, like, I'm going to make him... I know he's nervous right now because he just messed that up. So I'm just going to go for an obvious break attempt, and he falls for it.
He counter breaks the drop, the opportunity, the shadow for the kill. That's enough.
I don't
Sonic
know
Dolphin
what was
ties
so
it up.
hard, you know?
Opener Ultraman.
I go for the taunt because, like, yep,
Unfortunate.
that was you.
Oh.
This was the one match that for some reason after it was over, my heart was like pounding in my throat.
So winnable for Sonic Dolphin when
And
it was
I just
pretty
had to
rough
like sit
before.
there for a second and just breathe. This didn't happen after any other of my matches. I don't know why it was specifically that one.
Almost down 2-0.
Yeah, I would take a minute too.
Blocked back in.
I tried to instant air, somehow it missed.
I like the sweep manuals we're seeing from Valarax. Just take setups, you know.
Got the shatter there, that was nice.
Miss break.
So now I got to set up, try to go low.
Range doubles.
He manages
That
to
was a
escape.
rare miss for him.
Once again, I misspaced the shoulder. Once again, that's the thing that's going to get me killed.
Misspacing these cold shoulders, and then because of that,
So now I'm just waiting out the fire.
lots of damage.
Although I didn't wait long enough. I thought it was going to be over by then, to be honest.
A lot of potential life here, by the way.
I don't know why I did that.
That's so much.
I started realizing, like, oh shit, maybe I should have not done that.
Yeah, that was a lot. He's got to be very careful. And he's got bombs on him, too. Nice
Like, the PD is going to go away now. He breaks it because he really wants to get the PD on me.
Solid with the white help, potentially. All right, he got it all back.
Would I recommend playing this game for a newcomer? I mean, it's a free game. You could just try it and see if you like it. That's what I tell everybody. Right? Obviously, it's an old game and it has a lot of the isms of old fighting games, right? But at the end of the day, like, the game is free. Like, the game is free and there's plenty of people who are ready to teach you it, so if you're at all curious, just try it.
Yeah, he just waited it out. Got a couple of breaks.
All right, this doesn't manage to chip, so once again, I'm just like, I'm just going to try and force a chip. So I'm just going to slowly work my way in. If a hail doesn't work, I'll just shoulder him.
Hail on now Love the liquid eyes.
Sneaking away.
Oh, the hail clash with the bomb.
I don't know why I jumped there. That was
Maybe getting
stupid.
a little antsy for this chip now.
Oh, he's dodging the explosions too.
I know he's going to do Inferno because he's fired up. If Cinder's fired up and he's half screen away,
And the liquid
then
eyes
he's going to
attack
Inferno
for the
you
kill.
pretty much every time.
That at all.
The one time he went for the
Managed to
trail,
whiff
but
punish the aerial.
Heavy's no break. He just counter broke that in the last set, so tells a big story.
Needs to use that
I missed the anti-air there. That would have been...
one.
I should have been more attentive.
What a whip punish.
I don't know why he DP'd in the middle of the screen there.
I don't know what he was looking for.
Liquid Eyes is projectile invulnerable frame 1. So yeah. It's projectile invulnerable until he starts rising.
It's his back dash. He still gets the punish. Double shadow.
He has to break that or he's dead.
Lotto, 25, even broken.
Yeah.
My puddle punch auto-corrected to shoulder, so I was able to
Missed
escape.
hands here. Medium doubles get broken. Trying to close in the hails there as well.
Nice
Oh, the
shot.
snipes. Man, and suddenly this set.
Now it's over.
is
Like,
all
he's just
Sonic
gonna get
Dolphin
chipped
after he was
eventually.
looking
Like,
he was
he's
gonna
just
go
not
2-up
gonna
and Laziest
manage.
pick wasn't working. He's chip away from now being 2-1
Yeah.
in the set up
Jeez.
against Valorax.
The adaptation that he's
Like,
got
yeah, I
blows
thought-
my mind.
Oh
I thought
my
I could
God,
definitely have done this.
that
I could have
look
definitely
is
succeeded.
Exactly where you are.
What made you stick with Glay? Because I practiced him a bunch. He was my Season 1 main, and I've really been wanting to get good with him again for a long time. And I felt like this was the best opportunity I was going to get, right? It's a good matchup for him. And if I lose this match, I only have to fight one more opponent. See you, Scolio. So, why not? And besides, I wanted to put Glacius on the screen because, you know, Rick loves Glacius, so there were a bunch of reasons. And again, I think I definitely could have taken this set. If I had played, if my mindset was a bit more solid later on,
When you're supposed
I
to
think
be
I could have
2-0,
definitely taken this set.
feeling good in the set, and all of a sudden, it's looking very winnable for Sonic Dolphin.
But it is what it is. In hindsight, if I had just picked Kim Woo from the start, I would have just probably destroyed him.
Getting that big old discus they give away for first. I don't know if the trophy's the same this year. Wow, nice. Finally found some timing to catch him in between the
I'm really just trying to get some hails rocking behind me at the very least.
Yeah, I like
delaying those triples. Pointing
Yeah, I did. I think I did shatter too much in this set, to be honest.
Pretty sharp to be ready for that so late.
I should have known better, but for some reason I just really wanted to do it. I think impatience is one of the main things that got me here. Really good bait on my
Punish
DP.
here, bombs out, double bombs them as well afterwards. Jump over. Lots of plus frame, baits the throw. All right.
Hope you have a good time,
Valorax
Steve.
looking much more like himself here. Burns the legs. Level 4 KV. too.
No, I got him with one of them because there were hails surrounding him, so he tried to jump and the hail hit him. That's the one thing that you really got to get good with Glacius, and it's something that probably takes a lot of practice, and I don't think I've seen any Glacius successfully do it. You have to use your hails in a way that prevents someone from jumping your shatter, right? You have to position them and time them in a way where if someone tries to jump shatter, they get hit by a hail, and they stay on the ground, right? That's the ideal outcome. Benelings, it's true. I don't think I've gotten hit by shatter once offline at all the combo breakers I've been to. It's so easy. You really need hails in order to hit someone with it. I mean, I didn't know he was going to jump back in all those situations, Sam.
as well. You can stop that.
Mr. I'm a genius.
For Cinder to do that, he usually throws bombs and pops.
And jumping with Glacius is a big commitment.
Pop.
Oh, big
It is.
lockout, doesn't have the meter to spend yet.
Yeah, it gave him a
Just trying to
brand
keep
new
him in the
bar.
corner.
Jab, 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 jab,
He ends up
jab.
flying
Now,
out.
If he jumps to shatter, he's going to get clipped. See what the mix-up situation is going to be here. Okay.
Once again, I need to like do shatter when he lands from Trailblazer. I'm letting him get away with that too much. Also, I need to puddle punch those Trailblazers. I don't know why I'm trying to anti-air them otherwise.
Jump back.
That's another thing that I just... Again, I didn't really practice this matchup at all. Like, I knew generally what to do, but like in those little interactions, I didn't know how to optimize properly.
Oh, you can interrupt us. Not choose the
Late
throw,
delay, 'cause
so
that
if
catches
he didn't,
everybody.
he's broken. Shadow here? No.
He didn't shadow there. That's actually weird.
Jump in, throw, broken from Sonic Dolphin.
Yeah, I don't know why I
Tanked
jumped
by the
back. I
bomb.
think that was
Okay, that's a
accidental.
big win here. He has so much meter. He didn't spend any shadow on that.
He can still have the instinct grip too.
So here I'm trying to time
This is
a
pretty
shoulder
winning spot for Valorax.
so that I can get in and start pressure.
Life advantage.
Yep.
Oh no,
So now he's in the corner, so this is what I want. But now I have to find a way to actually get him to stop blocking.
From Glacius.
Oh, I tried for the air to air. The Trailblazer beat it though.
He doesn't want to give him a chance to do reversal.
Input issues? I mean, I don't know. I didn't have any input issues all tournament.
Shadow on Shadow, that's not going to hit. I thought he went Trailblazer.
Yeah,
oh, punish here. Oh,
I knew he was going to instant cancel that. Every Cinder does. If you see them DP in front of you,
even still, though, he's still sitting
and they have instinct, they're going to instant pop it. They're going to wait and instant pop it
Oh, punish here. Oh, no, he has
to
the
bait your
instinct.
jab. Not happening.
Okay, so suddenly looking much more winnable for Sonic Dolphin. Some of this instinct's going to waste out from Valarax as well, which is a big deal.
That was poor placement by
He
me.
actually couldn't break that either, I think, too, because it was 2 hits on the Trailblazer. Big jump!
Kron, it's for the sake of the stream. Like, they turned off a lot of the particle. Like, they turned the particles on low, too, to help with the stream. I approve, personally. I understand why it might throw people off, and I get that some people might be unhappy with it, but I agree with it. I believe this was played on Ovis's console, so he was the one who set it up that way. And I approve of it. Before the pillar, yes. Sam, I'm not... While I should be better at that, I'm not really good at punishing Cinder's DP between the DP and the pillar. I've just never really done that. There's a lot of cases where I should have done that, and that's something I should think about for the future, but I'm not used to doing that.
That was smart. He learned from sticking his leg in last time that he gets clipped at the startup, so he went for
Try the instant overhead again.
Yeah, he did jumping heavy.
I failed the anti-air.
Not a normal you see very often from Glacius to jump heavy.
Oh, instinct.
I tried the delayed instinct puddle punch, and it doesn't work.
Liquidizing
He's
under,
a smart guy.
It's much faster while he's at instinct, so he can cover more of the screen, as you can see. Shatter or not as the gas crash medium punch. No Shatter, big jump, but he couldn't get over.
I fail to punish him again.
Nice jump. Trailblazer not in time, but I
Just
love the
using
idea
jabs,
of
try and
Valarax.
check him. I misspaced the cold shoulder again. I think that's like the 4th time I misspaced that.
Oh my.
So now I've got him jailed again. I fail the anti-air. All I have to do is puddle punch it. But for some reason, I keep thinking I have to use my normals.
About to be in danger as well. Lots of chip on this.
Yes. Oh.
I take a risk on the shadow, and that's death. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was the OTG Inferno for the kill. Nicely done tying it up to
Again,
a piece.
a lot of my mistakes in this match come from me either misspacing shoulder or not anti-airing the Trailblazer with Puddle Punch. If I had done those two things better, I think I would have taken this set. Even without a lot of practice in this matchup, you know? I'm confident in saying that.
15 hits, they're fast, and you got to shadow counter the 14th one.
Yeah,
But it was those two basic things that I kept fucking up on.
That's a tough one.
But I decided to stick with it because I was having fun with this, honestly. I was like, I really want to do this.
This is a really good position. Yeah, he does
I thought the hail would
shatter,
keep
man.
him
He's
from
not
jumping.
hit by
Nope.
Almost any shatter so far.
Once again, I failed to
Trying to
puddle
go
punch
for the
it.
front, find some kind of hit. Chase
I don't know
something
why I
in.
shattered there. It's not going to hit anybody.
And that hail just exploding above his head means he's getting
I'll
hit
take
by
that
the
trade.
bombs. Second Trailblazer.
Try to jab check it. Didn't work because he did the downward one. Just relying on my punch
Yeah, he
buttons.
does choose to break.
Oh, barely clipped.
That shatter got him.
Doesn't break that time,
But
but
I dropped the combo.
Sonic
Whoops.
Dolphin.
I guess I just panicked there. So now I'm like trying to get my footing so I can push him back.
The chip on the pyro
I've decided I wanted to stop liquidizing because he had full meter and I didn't. So I figured I should block them to get more meter. Because the more meter I have, the better prepared I am to go in on him.
Yeah, and not only that, but you can just approach with them, right? So oftentimes that's the best thing to do anyway. You don't need to worry about the chip. You just, I got the bomb on you, I can jump in, do the pop, do whatever I want to do.
I let him get away with that that fission block string a lot. When I didn't shadow counter that once, and I probably should have.
And that's going to be a big set.
I failed to get a combo conversion there because I'm not used to people getting hit by that. Right? I could have definitely gotten a lot more.
No, and Sonic Dolphin didn't believe either. He was committed to the jump back.
He manages to trailblaze my cold shoulder, which that's a new one.
Round, life bar gone. Valarax potentially moving to winner side.
Although actually, I remember at this moment being like, why couldn't I break that Trailblazer? Like, he did medium Trailblazer into downward Trailblazer, which should be a medium break. And I remember pressing medium break and it didn't do anything. So I was like, what? Whatever, I guess.
This is big cash out. He had a lot of potential life, and that's the kill. So round life bar gone. Valorac's potentially moving to winner side grands here.
Once again, breaks my combo. I didn't mean to do Shadow there. That was a waste.
Auto double like every time.
Yeah, and
Sonic Dolphin and they get
So now I'm just patiently trying to get my space back.
the Shadow on basically
I
nothing there.
I underestimate the armor on that, and I get a full punish for it.
Hit, wasting a lot of his instinct with the delays. He has Shadow again. Lights the legs, level 3 here.
If he did down off medium, it should have been a heavy? No. No, Kron. The follow-up should always be what the first one was. It's not heavy just because he went down after a horizontal one.
Come out because of it. Sonic Dolphin
It's only heavy if he goes downward first.
Oh,
I did not expect him to just throw out the fire there. Once again, another missed space on the cold shoulder. That's like the 5th time.
Still huge.
Yeah, I love the way we're seeing Valorant play this so far.
Caught me with a Trailblazer when I was doing a Lance, which is crazy.
One more. If he doesn't guess it correctly here. Okay. Could have been the break. Could have been grand finals. What kind of damage does Sonic Dolphin even have
Could
left in the
cancel
tank here?
into heavy?
On
What?
blocking TP.
It's crazy. But yeah, he got through that time and he killed me.
Absolutely.
Again, I don't regret choosing Glacius for that set. I had fun doing it, and I think I performed pretty well. And my loss really just came down to a few simple scenarios that I just wasn't clearing on. But I think if I were to take Valorac's on again with Glacius, I'd do a lot better. Is what it is. Alright, so for this matchup, I decide to try Kim versus Wheels. I've never really played this matchup versus Wheels. Because I played him with Kilgore, I played him with Arbiter, I'm like, both those characters I have to like really be super consistent with. And I was like, let me just try Kim and just try and mix him to death and see how well it works, you know?
Theme he picks, you know. Which is a good way to do it. Ice Haven.
But it did take me quite a bit of time to decide that.
Yeah, Kim Woo, top 3 of the tournament, by the way, we're seeing this matchup.
So yeah, I immediately go in. He immediately sees my anti-air through that.
Yeah, this is definitely a 5'11" versus
Or gets me with an anti-air.
Kim
So I'm just bullying him as much as possible. That jump buff with Kim was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Because when I first saw Kim's jump get improved, I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be easy for her to navigate neutral because she can more safely jump projectiles and it'll be harder to anti-air her, right? I didn't even consider how good it was that I could cross people up and just instantly tag them. And it's really kind of annoying to get her off.
Good ways to get across the screen, really good mix-ups up close.
I go for the grab reset. That was the only safe jump I did the entire tournament.
Overheads, lows, tick throws, the dragon cancel pressure when she has dragons. She's got a lot of scary stuff to deal with.
Yeah, and I think the most important buff she got for this matchup specifically is that her jump arc is a lot
So
less
in this situation, so here's a little tip for you guys if you're fighting
tick
Wheels.
Throws, the dragon cancel pressure when she has dragons. She's got a lot of scary stuff to deal with.
Yeah,
When Wheels has Instinct, right? Most Gargos players that you fight will do one of two things when they have Instinct. They will either pop it immediately on Wake Up, or they will do the Heavy Reckoning, and then if it hits you, they'll pop it, right? Wheels will sometimes do Heavy Reckoning into Instinct, but usually only if there are minions on screen. Because he doesn't think it's reliable for him to do it just randomly in neutral because he knows his opponent might be smart enough to dodge it or anti-air him, right? But if there are minions on screen, he will sometimes just do it. But in terms of wake-up scenario, Wheels will usually just wait until he blocks something and then do it. Because at that point, there's no way you can hit him with a heavy attack fast enough before he can start his pressure on you, right? So the problem with that is that it has a massive flaw in that if he doesn't manage to block the next mix-up, he's going to get hit. So I know that Wheels plays like this already, so I'm just going for throws and mix-up tricks to try and force him to pop the Instinct instead. Or kill him before he gets it.
Jump arc is a lot less floaty than it used to be.
So doing like a meaty heavy button is not a good idea against him. That is the one thing you shouldn't do. Until he like threatens that he'll do it immediately, you should not do like a heavy meaty on him. You should go for a mix-up or a throw.
it's a little easier for her to maintain threat and pressure on Gargos than it was.
Yeah, and even at this much life, she's very scary because anytime, oh, man grab lands. Anytime that she does a dragon kick here to snipe a zoning opportunity or something, it's going to kill.
Yep.
Yeah, this is just confusing, right? I try to instant air him and it doesn't work. I try to anti-air him and I time it wrong.
This is a big chance for Wheels now. Pops the instinct. He can actually.
So this is like, ah, crap.
Here.
Absolutely.
There's Shadow available for Sonic Dolphin as well. He gets locked down. Both minions out.
So in this situation, I try to like just kill him through the armor. I don't even know if that dragon would have killed him even if he hadn't bursted, to be honest. I probably should have like parried the punch and then popped instinct and then did it. Probably would have been more reliable.
Burst on the Shadow to try to get through.
That time I freaked out. I didn't follow through on my block string. I could have started pressure there.
Back throw.
Oh,
Stabby.
Panic broke.
Stabby hooking it up, and Stabby gets
And
hit the
Dragon went through.
cannon. I love that choice from Sonic Dolphin.
Huge comeback though for Wheels.
Yeah, he got a lot of life bar down here. I don't even know if you feel very good about that if you're
So now the minions are gone. I'm trying to get in.
Yeah.
That crouch heavy punch, man. So good. Is it possible for her to parry the burst? Yes. Good luck doing that, but yes.
Nice. His crouching heavy punch spacing has been
Dude.
so good.
Crouch, like, the thing about that's funny about this matchup is that Gargos actually has better pokes than Kim does. Like, Gargos' crouch medium punch and crouch heavy punch outrange Kim pretty well. And crouch medium punch is plus. So, like, actually getting close to Gargos can be hard for her.
I was just thinking that. Like,
Even without any minions
that
on
button
screen.
I think went underutilized for this character for too long. It might be
But
spectacular.
the patch for her definitely helped. The increased walk speed and jump speed massively helps her approach in this matchup.
Dragon
There it is
cannon.
again.
That was a really nice counterbreaker attempt. I've already pretty much showed him that I know how to break that.
For the cancel, this is big. Firecracker.
It just didn't work out this time.
See what the damage is going to be here. Side swap.
Definitely could have optimized that better. I had another meter, but I just wasn't ready. Once again, I go for a mix-up immediately when he has instinct, because I'm not letting him just think he can just block an attack and do it. I know the minion's coming, so I immediately do a shadow.
48%.
Nice. The Shadow went through.
And then I switch sides with him with the grasp to put myself in a position where the minion will get hit by my combo.
The minion didn't
Oh,
hit.
he's dead.
And the
But luckily I
heavy
didn't need to
double
because I just barely got level 4 and killed him.
touch on that life bar.
She hit so hard.
Can't run from fate.
Up the ants here. Doesn't.
Steve,
Bam.
she has a friggin' dragon, man.
Got a freaking dragon.
We gotta watch out.
You should have tried. That's what she said.
Can you parry the minions while you're doing a combo? No. You can't parry mid-combo. You would have to drop your combo and then parry the minion and hit the opponent with your parry, which is technically possible. That would be very impressive if someone were to do that, but there's really not much reason to, right? Though it would be very funny to reset somebody with a literal unblockable attack caused by their own minion. That would be pretty hilarious. Your best options for dodging minions with Kim are her Shadow and also Dragon Grasp, because while she's doing her grab, she's completely immune to the minion. So she's really good at like dodging it while she's attacking him.
Jump and stuff the anti-air. Doesn't complete the combo, but gets the reset on the throw anyway.
All right, I'm meaty jabs to catch backdash.
The backdash in the corner. I
Yeah.
like it.
Oh, this is going to hurt here, too. Level 3 cash out. Damage, ender. Nice 40.
Yeah, that's something I think Thunder players should be doing more often too. I love Hologram. I think he's a fantastic player, but I think he underrepresents Thunder's back throw. Both for resets and for like mid-combo tricks. The only time you ever see Hologram use back throw with Thunder is when he wants to put you in the corner at the end of a combo or something. Or when he just wants to like one chance you, right? But like mid-combo throws are actually pretty strong.
3% on.
And they're really hard to get out of because you have to tech them like a normal throw. You can't break them. So you have to be extra precise to escape them, and you don't get a combo breaker, you get a throw tech. So they're pretty good.
On there for Nada, really. Just got a clean hit.
All right, I stepped off a little too much, and he ended up popping instinct on me.
Goes low. And everybody's always stand blocking against the instinct because there's that instant jump medium punch that's a hop.
That's right. He can't even do that if he's not an instinct. He needs the weight.
Yeah, he's got to be heavy.
Yep.
So I'm in the corner again. Gargos' instinct is so good, man. Like, it's so good if you pop it correctly and you have the meter to abuse Shadow Reckoning to push somebody. It's probably one of the... It's such a good instinct. Like, you're just going to end up stuck in this position. There's not much you can do.
Damn, coast to coast, he really made that instinct sing.
Yeah, a lot of both times he got
Failed to get the dragon kick there. Really good anti-air.
It's the minion. Dragon cannon cancel, overhead hits, light doubles broken. Popping it.
So now I'm just trying to use the dragon cannons to force the field so I can get the minion off. But I'm using it a little too... The timing on mine is a little too predictable at first. Two heavy kicks, two heavy roundhouses into shadow kick. Works every time.
Wow, big damage.
I didn't spend any dragons too, which is a really nice win.
Shadow dragon kick is so stupid. Like, it's actually such a good move when you have a dragon backing it. It's literally the best meaty in the game. It's just abuse it, man. If you got 2 bars to spend, you got a dragon behind you, just do it.
Got some dragons to work with here.
So now I'm bullying him again. I refuse to let him play the game.
This has really been a problem for
But I fuck up my pressure there.
I mean, it's difficult. Her
Really good preemptive anti-air.
Very, very difficult to deal with her plus frames, overheads. Her mix-ups are solid. Throw game's good. Release the dragon and dash cancel things.
I think I tried to dragon kick that thing there. I'm not even sure.
Minions out. Very scary spot. Gonna sandwich them between the minions now too.
So now I know there's a minion behind me, so I just decide I'm gonna go in. That was a weird ass autocorrect. He flew in front of me, and I like dragon kicked the opposite direction. So now I'm full screen, and all I got was a hit on the minion.
Oh, nice shot. In this matchup, he's gonna want to zone.
So I just forced my way back in.
That was sick as well. And Stabby's there.
Yep.
And
Wheels is awesome, man. Honestly, in hindsight, I'm not sure why I even broke that in the first place. But I'm glad I did, because this looks so cool.
Double and the counter breaker. The call out from Wheels. And he's got tons of resources here as well. Both minions are out. He's about to build a meter for Shadow.
52% combo with Gargos is crazy.
Chip on that as well. Stabby a little dizzy, but he's doing his
Alright,
best.
so I'm trying to clear the field again, just get to him.
It clears the minions. Both of them got hit there. He's in danger. The Shadow Portal Punch.
I don't care about this. This does 4%. Who gives a shit? Now I get a chance, right? So in this situation, I'm like, okay, he's going to get instinct. If I end this combo, I'm going to be in a pretty bad spot. So I try to reset him immediately, and he happens to block it.
Instinct, though. What are you going to do now?
So now I'm in a position where I just have to force my way in. But unfortunately, the minion keeps stopping me.
He's got to hit a heavy jump to the command grab. Stoneskin's about to run out the breaker. A pixel.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, man, that was...
At that point, it was going to be very difficult to get back.
Sonic Dolphin, but Wheels with a clutch up.
When Sonic Dolphin is doing the dragon kicks, hitting the minions, the hit stop is stopping in midair, and that gives Gargos enough time to start up his moves because he's not affected by it.
Yeah.
Very smart.
The minions are always a threat in situations like that. The jump back from Sonic Dolphin.
So I actually did lab this before going to Combo Breaker. If you're close enough to Gargos, that light dragon kick is actually a punish. I don't know if I was close enough there, or maybe I just did it a little late, but it can punish him.
Maybe thinking it was going to be a punish, or trying to sneak through between the next portal punch. Oh, whip on
I got really lucky that he missed that throw there.
Oh, and the throw for the start.
Really good light break.
What we're seeing so far. Sonic Dolphin offense up close.
Her jump is so good.
And options already backdash from Wheels.
Instant heavy break. He does not want me starting this again. So I try to get a combo on him because I know he's about to get instinct, so I'd rather do something big instead of just a throw.
It's decent range for a character her size, for sure. And her walk speed's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she walks fast. Really scary up close. I don't think there's a heavy here. Oh, he was jumped. Anti-air, minions out. Ooh, I like the parry.
So at this point, I've decided, you know what? He's going to hit me a bunch during this instinct anyways. I'm just going to parry. I'm just going to mash parry. Because at the very least, I can get a little bit of damage on him, and I can get a bunch of dragons for when this is over. Until this is a key thing to do with Kim Woo. There's a lot of things that she can do that seem extremely risky on paper, but when you're actually dealing with your opponent's habits, they won't punish you as hard as they should. Right? Like, Wheels in this situation could absolutely just, like, heavy punch me. Like, wait for my parry, heavy punch me, do shadow, and do a bunch of damage, right? But he doesn't prep for that. Nobody does. It's the same thing with light dragon kick when you have a dragon behind you. It's like, everyone's going to go for the light punish because they don't recognize that they could get more out of it if they just waited it out. I'm going to take trades until someone tells me that it's not worth it.
Situation, though, because of that armor anyway.
And now I combo broke and now I'm out.
Yeah.
It's over.
That's Gor's armor. That's why he's going for it. That's a new change for the anniversary edition.
Smart choice. Oh my, gets sniped, yeah. But the minion is dead. Covering some distance. Still has the dragons. She can shoot the dragon here too. Which is very scary.
Can't be an instinct to do that.
I don't know why. I was really desperate to get him with that. I don't know why.
Wheels has so much space
Yep, easy parry. I knew he was going to throw it right at me. That was a really lucky dragon kick. That has never happened to me in my life. Like, I need to see this again.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, no, that's a scary side swap. Wheels has so much space to work with. Throws them in.
Like, I blocked this, and then... Like, how did that happen? That was the most impressive dragon kick cross-up I've ever done. Like... I don't even know why I did that. I'm not even sure why I did medium dragon kick there. I just did. And he just happened to whiff a big button. And because Kim's jump gravity is faster in this patch, I was able to land quicker.
Nice.
Oh my.
And I got him. And once again, I expect the minion is coming, so I do the shadow, and I just...
We've seen
yeah.
shadow, and the timing has been perfect to hit the minion. Yeah, that's been sick. I love what we're seeing so far from Sonic Dolphin.
Yeah, I'm focusing on the minion, not trying to be too impatient. Though to be honest with Kim, you probably don't need to care about the minion as much as other characters. Alright, now I'm going to bully him again. I do a throw for some reason.
Yeah.
Being able to read out.
Oh, that hit. Wow, that's huge. She can juggle off this here, too.
So I could have easily gotten more damage off this. So you can see this does 61, right? But you could see here that first off, he locks out immediately, right? He locks out immediately because he thinks it's a heavy dragon kick, but it's a medium, right? But I'm still in instinct, so I'm still regenerating dragons. I could have done a second dragon kick here, right? And that would have given me level 4.
She has meter for the catch.
Which probably wouldn't have killed, but it would have done significantly more damage. So that's just one way I didn't really optimize here.
60%.
Then I get lucky, Dragon Grasp, Instant Ultra, thank you patch. Because prior to the Anniversary Edition patch, if I tried that, Gargos would actually have like 1 frame to act between when the Ultra started and when it actually landed on him. But now I can do this. Yay!
Did the Ultra right away.
2-1 Sonic Dolphin.
That is brutal.
Alright, I'm gonna run and check something real quick. I'll be right back.
Run for fate.
Let's look at the last match. Okay, I'm back. Had to check the mail. What's up, Night Slash? Thanks. Alright, so last match of me versus Wheels. So Wheels was very heavily debating playing Eagle, but I think he decided that he hadn't been playing Eagle at all today, so he just didn't commit to it. I think he probably would have been better off doing that, personally. Not that his Gargos was bad at all. This is the best Wheels has ever played in my eyes. But I think switching it up was probably a better idea than this.
Which is such a big factor in this matchup. You got to cover some space.
Seems annoying for Eagle.
Oh my.
Maybe? It's probably harder than it... The thing is, like, Kim's new mobility does help quite a bit. But they took away her ability to parry between the Screech, right? So at this point, I'm not really sure where the matchup is at, honestly. Like, Eagle kind of just does the same thing against everybody, when you think about it. Like, he gets messed up on offense by everybody, and he messes people up like everybody, yeah. He should stop ignoring Wolf Tusk? Yes. I think we've been telling him for years that Tusk is really good, and he just doesn't want to commit.
Nunchuck pressure. Wow, the backdash again from Wheels.
Sometimes it can be scary to shadow counter those.
But I mean, if he stays as the best Gargos player forever, I mean, I'd still respect it.
Moves because she might cancel into her command throw.
Which is what we saw there, and that was the backdash.
Yeah, that's another thing, is that Gargos' portal punches got nerfed in the update, and a lot of people are confused as to why they nerfed Gargos at all. And the thing is, like, it's that specific situation that's why they have less hit stun, because before the suggestion was, oh, you should, you know, block a portal punch and then punch the minion, right? That's what you should do when you're fighting Gargos, right? But the thing is, that didn't work, because for a lot of characters, they didn't have a jab that recovered fast enough to block another portal punch if he decided to do it. So it's just kind of like this, it felt really unintuitive. So I totally get why there's less hit stun on the portal punches now. That being said, do I think Gargos should have been given something to compensate? Maybe. But it is what it is. I still think he's doing great. I mean, Wheels got to third place with just Gargos.
Off of the jump on the command grab. Because the minion, although gets another
can't.
He just died. He's right back.
I mean, yeah, you got one thing that I wanted to point out at some point this stream is, like, you guys realize that the top 3 of this tournament, of the biggest KI tournament in a long time, top 3 finalists were Kimwoo and Kilgore, Cinder and Rom, and Gargos. Whereas every online tournament, like 90% of online tournaments has been Arya or Rash. Your tier lists are stupid. That's all I'm going to say. Your tier lists are stupid.
Siblings, they look a lot alike.
Just play the fucking game.
I can see the family resemblance. Heavies, no breaker, and he got the lag.
Really good break. I wasn't ready for someone to try to break that, but it was obvious in hindsight. I parry mistakenly because I think he's still about to hit me, but he'd already landed.
The Dragon Shoe is pretty nice there to try to clear the screen, although Stabby is holding the line, although he gets blasted.
He does. He's going to get blasted again right now.
Yeah, there it is.
So now I'm trying to be more smart about when I shoot the cannon. I'm trying to time it with his attacks instead of when I can safely do it.
Another minion out.
I mean, to be fair, Latalis, that was on a new patch. So maybe not the best example, but yeah, I did see that. I still need to watch the SF6 tourney. I'm very curious to see how it went.
Huge lead here for Wheels.
I punched the minion for free because I have the time,
Smart to take a moment to clip,
which is something nobody else does. Like, maybe not nobody else, but like I see so many people fighting Gargos, they just ignore the minion when they have a chance to freely hit them. It's like, guys, you're going to get messed up later if you don't take care of them now.
minion, because you can still get your Oki afterwards.
Yeah. And then try to
I didn't really have the time to hit him there, so I just decided to go for a safer combo.
I love that choice. It was a side swap. Ooh, it made that combo
Really
so
good
hard,
break.
but Wheel still breaks it. Oh, sweep again. Minion drop. Plus the portal punch. The dash.
Pops the instinct to stop me from my approach, which is really smart.
This is big though. Wheels in Instinct has offense going this game.
I don't think and we're gonna get to this soon.
Really good for him. Pops the stone skin, so he doesn't have to deal with getting
But
clipped.
I don't think you necessarily need to drop everything to take care of the
More
minions.
sweep in this.
Because Gargos can take care of that too. That was really smart, by the way. The Rico, I remember Rico Suave used to do this a lot.
I love the way Wheels has been playing this too. Way more sweep in this.
Dash up throw, like that still works. By the way, that still works, and it was very smart.
Dashes in for the grab. Playing so tricky. Sweep again. Jump in. It's in the front. Oh, this is a chance now. Sonic Dolphin get the light
Really good break. Jesus.
bar, but the lights get broken.
So I go for a heavy linker this time, just hoping he can't break me again. And because I'm playing Kim Woo, I don't even get level 3 off it.
The combo here actually is well, take the
It's like,
dragon.
ah.
He's not out of this just yet. We saw the damage from Kim Woo, right?
So now I'm like, I gotta bully him.
Now like that. Now he's got to deal with this pressure.
Yep. He's got to have instinct, though.
Yeah, instinct pop.
Yeah, it was probably a stupid idea to commit to the double kicks, because now he has a free reason to just pop instinct.
Does he shadow it?
But luckily I do manage to escape, and now he's forced to just do something about it.
Oh,
Yep.
he had to
That's
burst.
basically an infinite if he doesn't
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Kick ignoring armor is very good.
burst.
Dude, he got 50% off those 2 hits.
That's wild.
Crouch Heavy Punch is so good, man.
Oh, but this is going to be ultra very quickly here.
So he doesn't have enough to get Ultra, so I don't break it.
Yes. Does not try to break. Minions there as well.
So now you see this, right? So he has like less than half a bar of meter, right?
In danger.
So at this point, I'm just sitting here like, I'm just going to deal with the
One
minion.
big hit here.
Actually, no, maybe I'm thinking of a different part of a different set. Let me reset that.
Oh, but this is going to be ultra very quickly.
But yeah, I think at this point what I actually decide, yeah.
Minions there as well.
Okay, I got
In
confused.
danger.
What I actually decide to do is I'm like, screw it, I'm going in. I'm going to find the first opportunity I can to hit him with Dragon Kick and go in and ignore the minion.
This is big. Sonic Dolphin just needs one big hit here. He can make it happen.
Luckily, he misspaced that sweep. That almost got me. Really good break on the light Dragon Kick.
What a break.
Risky break.
Shadow.
All right, I need to slow this down. This is something I actually have to slow down. I don't know how I got away with this.
This is big. Sonic Dolphin just needs one big hit here. He can make it happen. What a
Let me slow this down as slow as I can get it.
break.
So I hit the minion here, and I get under... Oh, I see. Okay. So he panicked and did jump medium kick early, right? He did jump medium kick early because he was worried the Dragon Kick was going to rise up and hit him. But that was too early to hit the Dragon Kick, let alone too early to even catch my dash under. So I was able to get past him and actually pressure him. This is, again, another instance of something working way better than it ever has for me in the past.
Shadow. Oh, back. What a mix-up on accident.
So I drop the combo and go for a dragon mix-up because they're unblockable, and he's dead. Like, dragons are so good for this reason, because, like, how are you going to block this, right? I can just do a mix-up, and then all of a sudden be like, how about another one? How about another one that you can't react to because of all the blue effects? Right? So I try to do overhead into low, and I misinput it, and I get a low, but it doesn't matter because he thinks the overhead's coming anyway. So he rises up, gets hit by low. I could have done ultra immediately, but I wasn't aware I was close, so I just did one chance shadow, and that's it.
The cash out, insta kill, Sonic Dolphin.
So yeah, the Kim Woo pick worked out way better than I thought it was going to. I was going to switch if he beat me again.
What a
But,
mix-up.
yeah, that worked out.
Right now, in our winter.
So now I'm back against Valorx, and I decide, okay, I'm going to try Kim. I haven't tried this matchup in a long time. Valorx said that he's confident in it. But you know what? Like, I got to try it. I'm not going to mess around. Like, even though I think I could have done better with Glacius last time, at the end of the day, like, I should stick with what I know best.
I did not expect to see Glacius again.
Here we go. We're into it here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our grand final.
So now I'm walking him back to the corner again.
Our first set, and we'll have to see if we get a second as Sonic Dolphin starts off pretty strong here. Overhead.
I do a lot of overheads to Cinder because the overhead actually dodges the DP, which is very funny. If the Flame Pillar is there, it will still hit me, but I still do dodge the initial DP, which is nice.
But the jabs from Cinder just went over her tiny body.
She is among the smallest characters in the game.
Yeah, she's a low gamer.
Go for the
Very,
throw.
very
He doesn't do
small
much off it. It's
I
fine.
love the choice for offense. Wow.
Again, I parry it. You know, this probably could have been a lot worse, but at the end of the day, like, if the trade's worth it, it's worth it.
Carried the bomb.
And guess what?
Yeah.
Because, you know, Cinder players are cowards, they decide to do one-chance combos instead of punishing me harder for my mistakes. How's it dodge DP? Because when Kim lands from her overhead, she's super low profile. And Cinder's DP does lose to a lot of low-profile moves in this game. It loses to, like, Jago crouch medium kick and stuff. I think it loses to Tusk Spirit Step. I think it loses to Cold Shoulder, even, for some reason. Because it just out-prioritizes it. Hey, Sneerful. But, yeah.
But still got hit on the other side with the jab sequence.
Now my arms are burned, but it's only, like, one level burnout, so who cares?
Didn't get punished.
That's another big thing,
I
right?
love the choice for offense. Wow, carried the bomb. Yeah, but still got hit on the other side with the jab sequence.
Let's watch this.
Turns the arms, which I think
So, I do a dragon kick, because I'm like, screw it. I just decide to do it. Like, sometimes I panic and I just do it. Just to see if it'll hit, right? So I have a dragon on me, right? The thing is, Cinder is a character that can actually combo off just a jab punish. He can do, like, jab, jab, uppercut, and get me into a full juggle combo, which can give him a lot, right? But he doesn't do it. And I don't even have to spend a dragon for it, because I'm not going to spend the dragon on a dragon kick until someone proves to me that they're willing to wait to see if I don't use it. And there is not a single KI player on this planet that is like that. Everybody has conditioned themselves into just jabbing me out of the air. Free real estate, baby.
I think it's a smart choice. Bet it.
And he isn't ready to capitalize on that jab punish. He could very much juggle me with it, but he just never does.
Didn't get
He's
punished.
one of the few characters that can get like a full combo off a jab air punish. Characters like Rash can do it, TJ can do it, and he can do it. And maybe a few others.
Too much, honestly. Oh,
I just risked the Shao DP there because screw it. I have the meter, I have the dragon. Let me see if he presses something.
hurts.
Surprised that clipped.
Yeah, it was a delayed shadow.
I parry that to screw up with his timing.
Do it right away on wake up. I kind of like the timing change. Oh,
They
big
try to throw him again.
bomb on, jumps away.
I was not ready for the low.
Space gets flipped low. Trailblazer
He
was
drops the
breaking away,
combo,
only hit
and
two
I just go for the
times,
throw.
I love
Again, dragon cancels are free openings practically. Like, you can just dragon cancel and do anything and it'll hit him.
the mix-up. So first light bar going to Sonic Dolphin here.
Mess
That
up the
was
throw.
transition time, wow.
That was a really good round start. Yeah, Crossfire, like, Cinder's jump HK is such a good, like, jump down HK is such a good round starter. Like, it's very safe, it's very fast, and it catches jumps. It's really good.
Jump over, bomb available, goes for the overhead. Nice blocks.
I tried to challenge the bomb explosion there, but it is a real frame trap.
Some potential life here. Which honestly,
I tried to do light kick here, which should have beaten that, but I guess he was already doing light kick before I popped instinct, because somehow it didn't win.
if you're a Sonic Dolphin, it's pretty important.
I don't
If
break
you're gonna
any of
put
this
on
because he
that
doesn't
second
have the
light bar,
means to
doesn't have
shadow
any
me,
no
so he
shadow
has to
gauge
commit to
there,
a
he can
recap if he
cap
wants
it.
to
Yeah, he was just
cash
trying to
out.
set up another advantage
Then I just push him back to the corner. What's up,
situation.
Tio?
Wrestle it away.
Shadow. Oh,
I let this dragon kick rock just in case he's one of the people who are dumb enough to get hit by it. You know, you gotta check him sometimes.
miss. But has the cancel.
And he didn't manage to punish it.
Oh my god, he's chucking.
So I immediately get myself out of the corner,
Very smart.
and I do a late heavy. Late heavies are the bane of people's existence, man. They will break the last part of a combo, even if it's super obvious.
And the counter break. This is humongous.
Which turned a small level 2 combo into a full level 4 shadow cash out.
60% on that. One hit away.
So
from
now
the
I'm just
victory here.
pestering him with buttons.
Oh god. Whiff on that. Doesn't get the punish, but still a very
Don't
bad
get the anti-air. Anti-airing that thing is hard, man.
Trailblazer breaks the medium linker. Very good.
So now I'm just like making him feel like his bombs aren't working either.
That lets her, she
Yep.
can use it in combos.
Yeah.
This Inferno was predictable. I probably could have done more about that.
You get that one little jab and then suddenly boom.
Yep, can't jump away. Really good shadow counter from him, actually.
That'll be the light. Oh!
Maybe no.
And I just do a medium dragon kick here because if he did a jump back, the game was over. And if he didn't do a jump back, well, I had 1 pixel of life. Who cares?
It does send it right afterwards. I think he was looking for
Right.
a jump back there.
Yeah.
Would have killed if it worked. So he had a pixel of life. I don't think he was too scared to do it.
He still has instincts and a prayer. Not impossible.
No. This is winnable, but a very...
I don't know why I did that.
Wow, what a parry.
Throwing a single bomb on Kim and then detonating it from half screen away is a terrible idea. You're just feeding me dragons for no reason.
Great timing
That's amazing.
on the bomb explosion.
I almost get him with that dragon kick.
There. The shadow.
Really smart to DP me out of that. Unfortunately, I had another one. Again, like, if I have a dragon, I'm just gonna do it. Like, very little reason not to go for it.
Why not the 2-time? He's trying to be the 2-time champ. He'll do 2 reverse.
This is the game against the best.
Yeah. Well, Valorax is already counting his championship on 2 fingers.
So we'll see what happens. Can
That's
he
what
get
I'm
past
saying.
Sonic Dolphins Kim Woo. This is the best Kim Woo play in the game against the best Cinder play in the game.
Listen, I'll say it if he wins. But he's got to win. And he's looking really good here with this pressure. One thing I like is that, you know, he loses the game, but then the game
Tried to
plan
catch
stays
some backdash
stable,
there.
stays
Probably
solid,
wouldn't have even
no
worked if I was
panicking.
right.
Yep.
His decision making still looked really solid even when he was down a lot of life.
Once again, I've got him in the corner now.
Sometimes you get locked out.
Jump in medium punch is so good.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
If she counter breaks you, you're gonna die, and like you just have to accept that that's part
That's
of
a true
fighting,
string.
you know?
Yep.
I parry it because I know it's super plus and he wants to challenge me afterward.
Barry gets a free dragon.
I do a crouch heavy punch there to try to bait him into DPing. Because I could go into like target combo, right? He doesn't fall for it. I just do shadow because it's more easy to work.
Okay, the
A little
breaker.
extra.
Break on the crouching heavy punch, so...
So now I'm just trying to like manage space and get him right back in the corner. I'm just pestering him with buttons because his buttons suck.
Seems to be a lot more comfortable in this match.
I could have definitely gotten more off of that
Definitely looks
anti-air.
like a Kim Woo player and not a Glacius player, you know what I mean? Like, it's very obvious this is his character.
Like I could have just done light jab into heavy dragon kick and I could have gotten a bit more off that, right?
Yeah.
This character in Kilgore, wow!
I got super lucky there. So like right here, I could have done a little more to capitalize on that anti-air. But I decided to just run up and overhead to bait throw.
He definitely looks like a Kim Woo player and not a Glacius player, you know what I mean? Like, it's very obvious this is his character.
Yeah.
Now he gets really unlucky here. My crouch light kick just barely missed him, and he whiffed a
This
shadow
character in
counter.
Kilgore, wow, the move missed!
I did not need to spend the meter there. I did feel a bit bad about that.
That sucks if you're Valorax, man, because Sonic Dolphin swung into that shadow counter and just missed. So it's not even Valorax's fault, you know?
Of course I did. I'm up that much life, and I've already won a game. I'm like, come on, dude. Don't let it end this way.
Oh, kicks the leg up for the taunt.
Cinder's got these really good like pressure strings and stuff, right? But from the mid-range, he doesn't have the good footsie buttons that Kim has. And Kim
Hey, he taunted my Glacius earlier, round start.
Gonna be an OCG on the bomb here.
He is not an innocent man.
Immediate recapture into the heavy kick. Sonic Dolphin does have instinct available as well.
And once again, fails to juggle me off it.
But
Not
there.
much of a punish.
Ooh, Valorax respecting on wake up, knowing that shadow could come, instinct could come.
A lot of times people won't punish your block dragon kick properly because they expect you to dragon.
Once again, just... People are not ready for the dash up grab, man.
So they'll go for the air-to-air jab.
Yeah.
Once again, I do the overhead.
Not getting punished very
I was too far away to punish that. I tried to dragon cannon, but it just didn't come out.
for such a big risk.
Oh, shadow and
That ends up beating my DP, which was pretty interesting.
Oh, I love
Tried to throw tech.
Oh, the breaker.
Barely broke that.
Chip, though, is a big problem. I don't know what Sonic Dolphin's going to do. I mean, I think he's just waiting out Cinder.
So
Instinct
here,
basically,
I
right?
probably should have approached more. I don't know why I hung back here when I had nothing left. And also, Cinder players, when they fight Kim Woo, when you start reflecting their bombs, they will start detonating them before they hit you. So I knew he was going to do that, so I just parried it immediately. But I already had max dragons, so again, there was really no reason for me to be hanging back here.
Wait, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that time
Yeah,
gets
He
there.
had gotten another one.
But I think he's totally okay with that because Cinder lost his entire instinct.
Alright, that was bad, but I didn't waste a dragon panic dashing. That's one thing that a lot of Kim Woos do, especially beginners, is that if their move doesn't hit, they will immediately like dragon cancel it. But usually when you dragon cancel moves like that, you're typically just dashing right into the opponent's punch. right? So you have to sort of train yourself to just not waste the dragon and just take the hit.
3 friggin' dragons.
That is not real. Get that shit out of my face.
It's a lot of offense.
Wow.
He gets a carry into one because he already had a dragon. That's huge.
Oh, Shadow, cash out.
Pushing him to the corner.
Wall splat in.
Tried a low mix-up, didn't work.
On that, though. I mean, Valor's one hit away from death here on the right combo from Kim Woo, which is very scary.
Jumping medium punch is really good.
Went for the cancel.
Really bad angle, so I easily anti-aired him.
Oh, he
Breaker.
needed to break that.
Yeah, the commentators say that that would have been death if he didn't break that, but nah. Like, unless I, like, did, like, a super optimal combo, he was going to live that.
Yeah, very, very scary.
She had the meter. She was about to do the shadow cash out.
Not going to kill, but very
I do
close.
mediums here to try and bait the lockout,
Breaker on
and
it.
I end up killing him
Out
anyway.
of the light dragon
Kim
kick.
Woo.
Oh, man.
Sonic Dolphin.
Level where
Has played Kim.
oh.
So now he goes to Rom, which is what I expected him to do. Valorex's Rom is pretty good, but I don't feel like his Rom during this tournament was particularly strong. I feel like I fought his Rom before and it was better than this. It seemed like he was his pressure wasn't that tight.
Really? He has one of those?
General Rom is the pick. General Rom
Well,
versus
this is
Kim Woo.
exciting.
But I expected to
Definitely
just lose
5'11"
this
versus
match
6'1".
because
This is
this matchup for Kim is
there's
pretty
a
rough.
slight height difference when you check their IDs.
So at
He's a
this
big
point, my
slow
goal is
dude.
like, okay, I
He
need
has
to make
armor,
like
he has
an.
ways to play mid-range
I have
a
to
lot
like
better than
dance
Kim
around
Woo
his heavy
at the
punch
same time.
range and just try and like
Oh, that's a punish.
He got some
find a
of
way
those
to
games.
get in
Yeah,
get in
you just
quickly.
can't move around to use
That's
it.
pretty much what you have to do.
Real struggle matchups against
Does the
them.
emergence
This
to
is
beat
not
my
one of them. I think
jab
Rob
checks. I
plays
really
this
need to
matchup
get
quite
better
well.
at safe
This
jumps.
is a very interesting pick.
She's approaching into him, right? Like this is
Right.
the kind of matchup you want to play as a grappler normally.
But
I'm
now
trying
it's
not to let the krill freak me out too much. I'm trying not to like force a hit.
where if he can make this.
I try to whiff punish the jump in and then I was too
Sonic
late.
Dolphin goes Kilgore, and that's a tough one.
Yeah,
for Rob.
she's gonna shoot. He's gonna get shot to death.
They may need a blind pick in the rematch if we.
So I just walk up, throw him. I'm like, this should work.
To get a win
Reset
here. Yeah, that definitely is a threat. And I mean, this is winnable for Dolphin as well too.
So I'm just kind of throwing out things I don't normally do because I'm trying to surprise him and get past his defense.
You know, so
I don't think it's a bad matchup for Kim.
Like a
but it's
like a
definitely,
mid-screen overhead. I don't know what I was
you
doing.
know, Rob
And
does
this,
well here.
like I said before, people will very often break the last part of your combo. Like there are some people who very much like to break the last part of a combo because they're like, oh, this guy is like extending too far. And especially if it's a shadow move, right? Because like, oh, this guy's not going to spend a shadow bar just to counter break me right at the end of this, is he? You're fighting me.
oh, that is huge.
no.
He has another shadow here to dump as well.
Yep, that's gonna hurt.
Level 4 cash out. Big.
Never gets old, by the way. It's just that never gets old. Just like seeing that health bar just rocket off the screen never gets old.
65%. One life bar away for resetting from Sonic Dolphin here.
Looking so in command right now.
Once again, that was a good approach from me, but I messed up with the jabs.
Parries it and goes straight in. Had the extra dragon to turn the parry into action.
So now I'm just going for mix because Rom's defense is not very good. Bullying him is a very decent way of getting him killing him,
And that instinct helps you build them, so it's very.
especially
very
if they don't represent the shadow grab
The
well.
parry, empty jump, command grab, 2 stomps.
He's so good at his dragon man.
So now I just decide I'm just gonna keep throwing you until you
Again.
stop.
Valorek still hasn't popped instinct, by the way, so sitting on a lot here.
Yeah. I was just waiting for that. I considered doing something else, but I was just like, screw it. I'm just gonna see how far this goes, right? I have been thinking about maybe trying to do Dragon Grasp more instead of doing a normal throw, because I could potentially get more off that. But I think it's a little less mental stack for me to just go for throws over and over.
And I like that. Bang, bang, bang. And that is a really big sign there that Valorek needed to get something on defense.
Dude, he has instincts.
He could one-shot.
He
I
could
mean,
one shot. It's not. Yeah, it's not over.
This is not out of the question just yet.
Now here, I wait for him to pop the instinct, and I immediately buffer Dragon Kick. Like, I don't even... Well, actually, that's out of order. I planned to do Shadow Dragon Kick on that wake-up even before he popped instinct. Because I was like, he's going to pop instinct, and he's going to do Shadow Command Grab. And I'm not letting that happen.
Oh,
And again, I have a dragon. No matter what he does, he has to hold it, you know?
Oh, very scary.
And that juggle barely works. I'm amazed that medium kick actually worked. I thought I did it too early. But, yeah. Now he doesn't even get the chance to use the instinct.
3-0.
Easy 3-0 reset.
Like that. Reset. Chanting Cinder. Go back to your main.
So at this point, I'm like, so I honestly forgot that I could switch characters here. I mean, I could guess that was in the rules if you told me that, but I just sort of was comfortable with Kim and I didn't feel like switching anyway. And the crowd was chanting at him to go back to Cinder, and I was like, thinking to myself, like, your funeral, buddy. Like, if you want to do that. And during this break, when he's thinking, I'm just jamming to the character select screen so I can keep my energy, right? Because one thing that can screw you up is that you can just get bored or, like, think too hard about things if you're just sitting there waiting for someone else to start the game. So I just put my mind focused on the music and just jammed to it until we were done.
Close from the first life bars especially. But I think the comfort on Cinder is hard to ignore. You know?
I agree.
Just kept my body moving, kept my mind moving without thinking too hard about anything.
Comfort on top of comfort. This is clearly his character.
Look at him vibe into the character select screen. One of the best character select screen musics ever. Oh yeah. Yeah, take your time.
He's chilling. He's vibing.
No big deal at all. That's right. Let's play all night.
I put my controller down, I stretch my hands because he's taking a while. Yeah.
Alrighty, here we go.
Let's hear it, everybody. This is the grand finals.
So by the way, I'm feeling on freaking cloud 9 right now. I'm like, dude, this matchup is free right now. Like, I just 3-0'd this guy. Even when he switched to Rom, I've got it. I already feel super confident.
And the swap back to the main, of course, not surprising.
So he manages to get past my poke there, which is pretty surprising.
You know, she's gonna be swinging those
Easy anti-air.
chucks on her button. Wow, what a snipe!
A lot of white health building up.
Doesn't manage to anti-air my jump in. And I notice right here that he tries to break my first manual after Dragon Grasp. So I consider that for later.
Side swap. Doesn't guess right on the manual afterwards either.
Pay the DP.
Blocked and punished.
And I figured after a DP, he was more likely to break the first obvious thing I gave him. And he's broken my first heavy auto double before. So I was like, I'm going to try it again. And it works.
And the counter breaker. Huge start again.
Meter. Say goodbye to 60%.
Bang,
Barely
bang.
lived.
Not enough to kill, but Chip will do it. 54. Dragon kick might Chip. I think he's thinking
Once
about
again,
it.
do not stick only one bomb on Kim and then detonate it from far away. You are literally screwing yourself over.
I'm sure it will.
Again, every dragon that I get is a free opening on you because you are not blocking a dragon mix-up. It is way too difficult.
Yeah, maybe he's has slight hesitation.
I get lucky with that dragon kick. Again, I'm feeling cocky. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Anyway.
Yeah, I clipped them anyway. Counter hit on that. It was just
Now
huge
we'll
damage.
never know.
Barely managed to get under the crossfire, which was impressive.
Gets under again.
And I decide here, I'm like, okay, he's not going to break the first heavy auto again. So what if I show him that I am just going to disrespect him by doing a bigger combo right in his face?
No breaker this time.
Yup.
And a counter breaker again.
Oh, it's the optimal.
Oh my
This
god.
is going to hit for 60, right?
Oh
God.
my
I love this character.
2% damage.
Outrageous.
Nice. The footsie
Even if you burn my arms, like, Kim's kick buttons are still very good. Like, her kick pokes are still okay. She has all her mix-ups. She has her reversal. She has her dragon kicks. Like, I can still throw you, right?
Now one gets
I'm
away from
not scared at all.
And boy, oh boy, that is a gnarly start.
So he doesn't space the Trailblazer properly, so he knows he's minus, so he's not pressing. So I try to do an overhead here, and I misinput it. So we're just staring at each other, and I get a delayed low, and I kill him.
That's Ultra.
Bro.
That's game one. And if you're Valarax,
Bro.
that does not feel good.
I'm
That's
just
a
like,
terrible game one.
wow, dude.
Yeah.
Dive into the music.
Alright, so back to Rom, which, yeah, he really should have done this.
Back-to-back combo breaker champion is our question here. I mean, that'd be a pretty dominant performance.
Running over General Rom here immediately.
Resets the pressure.
I probably could have represented other mix-ups off the kata more. Like, I could have done more
And she can deal with
more
Shadow
throws
Power
off it.
like she's helpless there.
I only did it to wheels, I think, like
It's a little
once.
slow, but it'll work in a lot of those situations.
I immediately do it off a jump in, not letting him keep his pressure on me.
Or any funny business, just wants the shadow, get the damage. Dash cancel works, and he gets the tick throw. Another command grab. I like what we're seeing here from Valorant.
I love it.
Jump in.
I'm doing it again.
Shadow again from Sonic Dolphin. Missed
Fuck up the
juggle.
combo, but I
Gets
still
he
get the
gets
throw.
Anyway, it seems like he can do no wrong.
I mean, on a lot of those knockdowns, Rom has some really, really tight.
It's
takedowns.
usually a medium off that.
But he's not really running it. He's not representing it here on Kim because Kim can parry.
Yeah, jump in lands, light doubles. No breaker. He's dissuaded by all the counter.
I try to go for a counter break because I assume he thinks I'm going to throw him. Doesn't work out.
It's a break that time. Counter breaker doesn't find it. Valorant
And then the end of the day, a shadow grab is not the worst punish I could have taken for that.
Saving the instinct for his next life.
Dragon cannons make neutral a lot scarier for Rom because I have a 5-frame full range poke now.
The accuracy on this is so high.
I'm amazed that heavy punch managed to clip me out of the air. That was some BS.
That's right. Out of there, ticking, and he jumps thinking that the command.
Yeah, there's not a lot of block stun on that heavy punch, so he was able to poke me before I could poke him.
There and snipes him.
And I was trying to dragon cannon through that, but my instinct was already
Now
over.
Valorant has to pop this instinct.
I tried to do overhead immediately to dodge grab, but
Flip out,
he
command
poked
grab,
me.
damage. This is the round that we expect.
I parry that because I know it's plus. I tried to do a reset there, but I somehow ended up too far away. I don't know if it's like a RAM specific thing.
That's a huge chance. We haven't seen the instinct pop quite yet. Command grab again. Valorant is building momentum. He has the lead now. Absorbs it.
That managed to work,
And the
which was
command
really
grab
impressive.
again.
Step on her.
Back. Oh my, this is a punish.
That's huge. He's going to regret not popping this instinct, man. That could have been it.
He gets the lockout.
So I could have definitely killed him there if I had managed that combo better. And here's where I messed up.
Oh, damage ender, not enough to kill. He's got the.
Right there. The moment, I already knew this when I was playing, but I think my fingers just went faster than my brain, right? I knew that the moment I got close to him, the match was over. Like, the moment I got close to him, he was going to pop instinct, shadow grab, and kill me. And I didn't follow through on that thought very well. So once I saw this, I'm like, yeah, I'm dead.
The instinct to pop on, wake up here. It's a
The commentators thought that I could dodge this, but no. Like, this is a 0-frame grab. If you do this from instinct pop, it's 0 frames. I was literally screwed.
The command grab. Be sure you're gonna get shot to death.
So I switched to Kilgore because I decided to piss him off. I was like, you know,
Yeah.
let's see if you can deal with this. I don't know if you can. There's an argument to not even do damage ender. With who, Kim? Mid-screen, that's the only good ender she has. If I wanted to optimize that combo, I would have done like a heavy auto instead of a light auto at the end. And I might have gotten level 4, and that would have probably killed him.
Kilgore's making a call. Anya, drop the hammer.
So yeah, I run towards people at the round start, and then I jump back as soon as the round starts. That way I get as much space as possible behind me.
Call right now.
But you can't ever count General Ram out. He has, if he can make it in,
Is it bad for him in terms of approach? Watch.
he has incredible damage potential. His mix is super wild.
Yeah, but this is the problem, right?
This is the problem.
He's gonna have to deal with these chain guns, the missiles, and then metal ball to get out of the corner whenever you want as well, right? So that's always a threat. And getting past those, he's big. You called everybody wide. He's wide.
This is hilarious. I was watching him do this, and I was like, oh, baby, you are literally throwing. Like, he is backing up to the other corner when I was just in my corner, right? So I'm like, oh, yay, more space.
He's a wide boy.
He's got those krill-bearing hips. Like, how is he going to get past all this?
Here comes the chip damage. Can't really do anything about that with Rom. That is so much chip damage.
It's a long way to go. Missiles out. He tries to run in, cancels it.
Yeah.
I like the attempts.
I do think.
Yeah, it's not impossible for Rom to play this matchup at all. Like, if you're patient enough, you can get in and you can rock Kilgore's shit just like anybody else. But it's just like, it is tough. And at this point in the tournament, you are not ready for this, you know? So at this point, I'm at a distance where I can space a gun dash and potentially get an opening, so that's what I go for. And I got an instant level 4.
And side swap. And the cat.
I don't know why I keep doing this. I did this last year too. Like, I could have gotten a metal ball off this and killed him, But for some reason, I keep going for Shadow DP here. I'm not sure why.
Dash out at the end. Oh my god, he stayed close.
Luckily, I meatied that light kick, so I was able to
potential life.
meaty him before he could do anything.
Command grab. Just gets a little bit of damage on the chain gun, and yeah. Okay, could have been way scarier, this instinct so far.
He could still convert some of this damage.
I like the exhaust cancel and the cancel from Valorax as well, both of them.
So this is a pretty bad spot. I'm quickly trying to get my bullets heated up so I can at least get some pressure.
Boom, boom. Shooting the gun on the jump back, trying to catch General Round going in.
So that's super plus. I DP and I get out.
Running. Using that great gore backdash that both of them have. And just missiles, chip damage, guns.
This was General Rom's weakness in the game he's from as well.
So that was a poor missile choice. He was able to get in.
That's literally how he lost, though.
Got the quill on him, the PD's building up.
I wait for the next auto double because I didn't want him to counter break me.
But he gets the break.
That was a dumb exhaust cancel. I don't think there was any reason for me to do that.
Exhaust cancel with the missiles. He does break the heavy DP. And he's got
So I just go for it because I have instincts. I mess up everything. I try to get a combo confirmed, but I wasn't low enough to the ground.
Has Shadow, chases the backdash. Doesn't get a big combo on the
I decided to just go for it, see if he was still frustrated, and nope.
But so little life. He doesn't have instinct. This is doable.
If he gets a lockout and pops it, he could do like 90%. But oh my god.
So Valorax paused here and lost the game, which did freak me out. I'm like, oh god, did I pause by accident? No, he did. So it was fine. But the reality is that I had already won. After this exhaust, I would have done gun dash into ultra, and that would have been it. So I did win this match fair and square technically. I just didn't do the final blow in the end.
Oh! Judge run a line pick at the beginning of the
here.
So this matchup is one that I do not like fighting.
This is, I think, a much better choice for him. So if he ties this up, we could have 2 apiece. Final swap back on a Kim Woo versus Cinder for game 5, but it depends on how this goes.
That Kim Woo fight has been
because this one is just like,
so far.
Yeah, we'll see.
Even though my neutral control is better than Cinder's, it's just like getting burned out sucks so hard in this matchup. And my damage isn't higher than his.
Medium doubles, no break. Oh, it actually still comboed, wow.
So at this point, I'm burned out on both arms, and I just decide, fuck it. Come here.
And lights
I decided I didn't want to waste any more mental energy on like not using these buttons anymore, because I wanted to just play neutral, which I know that my character wins neutral at the very least, right? To be honest, was this a good idea when I still had like almost 70% health left? Probably not. But it almost worked out.
He's completely ablaze. Look at that white health building.
Yeah, fire is hot.
God.
I think he's just going to keep shooting through it. I think he just doesn't care.
He's just like, you have to get in to take this, so I'll just keep going.
Oh, God, this potential life. He's on fire. Look at how hot the arms are. Oh, God, please do not get hit. Please.
He doesn't care.
He's still shooting.
Yeah, that was a terrible jump heavy kick. And I almost broke it. So, like, the fact that he had to commit to a counter break in order to confirm it, it's like, yeah, I'll take that. That's fair enough.
Counter break, of course.
And that's a level 4 burnout. That will last through the round transition.
Yeah,
and he's got to deal with it still.
Sonic Dolphin was committed.
So at this point, I'm like, okay, fine.
That's the main thing I don't like about this matchup for Kilgore. You get the arms burned out, and that is way too much in the important part.
So he definitely tried to throw the bomb to collide with the missiles and hit me, but luckily I did the heavy ones, so it didn't collide.
Cool set.
That metal ball was super random. I don't know why I did it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot to work with after that. Doesn't attempt a break or anything.
So not.
Yeah, pops
So I don't finish him off here. I don't know why.
Oh, breaks the sweep.
That was definitely a drop from me.
We need this chip if you're Sonic Dolphin. Oh, and that was tough to
Yep, I tried to backdash, but he was ready for it.
Wow, what
and
a snipe on the jump. So a little bit of instinct is going to wear out now. So pretty even here, although Cinder with the big advantage because he still has instinct. And in neutral.
So now I'm trying to press him.
Yeah, I mean, if he can land another arm burnout too, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, it really slows down the mid-range.
Trying to like get him with gun dash while he's trying to detonate the bombs.
Bombs up. And that every time there's a bomb on you, you have to respect the pop.
You do.
And when the arms are hot, your gun doesn't go full screen. So you
I could have DP'd him through that, but I forgot once again. I just wasn't thinking.
Cinder as much anymore.
Nice explode. Damages yourself to do that, but reset the situation.
All right, confirmed. Heavy linker gets
Really good
broken.
break.
Good awareness from Valorant here. Very
Managed to get through it before the bomb explodes.
This is big. He's getting pretty solid damage and making up some of that life
That
deficit.
beat the missiles, which is really annoying.
All of the missiles with that flamethrower.
Didn't capitalize on the lockout again.
He
That's
slows.
huge.
Now he's got to respect it,
He's
surely,
just
right?
gonna do missiles. He's got to respect it.
Yeah,
he can't do what happened in round 1 again.
No, that was way too much life to give away for free.
Almost got through
The
there.
potential life still there. He can juggle. If he gets
And
the
yeah,
pass out here,
fair enough. He hadn't been counter breaking that like all day, so I wasn't expecting him to do it again.
after the counter breaker.
That's gonna be it.
He's going to build the shadow here for the kill. No problem. That will do it. Final game of our grand finals coming up after this Ultra.
He's gonna go.
They're
Yep,
both
back to
lost.
Kim.
Grand finals
I guess GG's, right? I haven't lost this yet.
of Killer Instinct.
So he's
here.
already in the
Counter
corner,
breaker.
up to a really good
We'll see
start.
the early start. Who's going to be on the offensive here? Valorac's already cornered, by the way. This is very scary.
But
he
getting hit by this shit is not great
She
though.
walks so fast and her ground buttons are so much better than his.
Yeah, this has been the struggle of this matchup the entire time so far.
Yeah.
But this is a better start than we've seen from Valorant in the other games, honestly. And
That
he
manages
is
to clip
good
my
down that
jump
hit.
medium there.
Makes it easier for situations like that. Overhead block correctly. And I love the empty jump throw, by the way, in case
Unable
it's
to
very
check
Kim
that
Wu.
jump.
That's a very
I think he
smart
was
idea
plus
from
after that.
Lights the arms on fire. Challenge. Caught him low. Caught him overhead. Side swapping.
Good side swap.
And
Go for the
remember
reset,
first
'cause
time
I wasn't
there
gonna
was
get
some
much
big
damage
counterbreaking
off that.
plays
Yes.
From Sonic Dolphin. Does he go back to the counterbreaker well here is the question, right?
Instantly break. Really good heavy trailblazer there. I decided not to break this because I figured he would try to counter break it, but in all honesty, I probably would have been fine if I had just broke the early frames. He wouldn't have done that much damage.
Champion.
Goes for the
I know that
KCL
that ender's
here.
minus, so I
It's
just
gonna
went
be
for
shadow
it.
hit. The parry instead, I love
The
it.
parry did set me ablaze again, which
Arms on
is
fire.
annoying.
Oh, what a risk.
Oh,
Baits
this
it
block
out. Push.
and punish on this. Whether there's a counter breaker or not is the
Go for the
question.
reset
He goes for the
again.
reset as well. And there's gonna be instinct pop.
So I think
Oh,
he
wow.
tried to like jab me there because he knew that the DP wouldn't work. Didn't work out.
Doesn't.
Really good break though.
DP. Very scary now. Jumping back is Kim Woo. He's got.
So
dragon.
I'm an idiot.
Does not have instinct.
I don't think doing that dragon kick was a good idea in hindsight, but I mean it worked. So
Anymore, but the timing.
Snipes it.
Okay, first life bar there to Sonic Dolphin. This instinct from Cinder is wasting away.
I
And
just
he's
do it.
right again.
I
And
just
he
do
has
it.
So many
He didn't
reversals.
even spend
And
a
I
second.
don't cancel it because there's really no point. I want to keep my dragons for when they matter, right? Why would I just use dragons to add more breakpoints to my combo? I don't really see the point.
On that, he could have comboed more.
Wow.
That was a really random firecracker, but it worked.
The real question is counterbreaker.
So I tried to implement what I saw earlier in the first match of the set, where he broke like after my dragon grasp and he failed, but it didn't work out this time.
Not here. He tried the counter break.
It's a good bet when your life's that low. You don't have that much to
He
risk.
could have
Manages to
almost
dash under,
killed off of it. This time
and this
the
is
counter
awesome,
breaker.
except that happened. So what happened here was that when I did the dragon cancel, I felt a little bit like unstable, right? Like my hands felt like they slipped a little bit, and I was like, oh, I think I'm going to drop this if I try and do it normally. So what I decided to do was like, oh, I'll do the heavy punch instead of the heavy kick, because the heavy punch has a bigger hitbox. It does much less damage, but at least I'll still get the combo, right? The problem is that the hit stun on the jump heavy punch was nerfed in the last patch. So even though I was already pretty low to the ground, it didn't link into a heavy auto double. So I ended up dropping it. If I had done like a light or medium auto double, I probably would have still gotten it. But yeah, I just was not ready.
I think it's gonna be. No, he drops it.
And I wasn't able to reel myself back in time before I overcommitted and he got the shadow
Combo and
counter.
a shadow counter. Holy, that drop is the tournament, and now there's suddenly a chance for Valorant. He's gonna spend this.
So,
all.
I mean,
Here it is.
that
Final
mistake is
life bar
naturally
for-
like, it still kind of haunts me, right? Because I mean, that is a massive drop. I could have gotten like 70% off that thing. But during the match, I'm not thinking about that, right? During the match, I'm like, okay, I'm on fire now. Just going to keep playing as usual, right? There's no point worrying about this until after the match is over, right? Then I can analyze it like I'm doing now. If it had cost me the tournament, sure, I would be fucking heartbroken from that. But Yeah, of course it was nerves, Steerful. You think I would drop that on purpose? Like, it's not like anything else was in my way. But yeah, really unfortunate drop. Could have cost me the tournament, but it didn't.
For both of them here.
I didn't think about it. I just focused on playing the match normally afterward. The main thing I was worried about was the fire.
Killer instinct.
I got so lucky that that crossfire missed. I feel like if my jump hadn't been changed, I feel like that would have got me.
Combo breaker.
I risk a parry on the Fission, and one thing that was really lucky was that the burnout had just ended. Like, you can see the...
He's gonna spend this all. Here it is.
You could see the fire on my legs, right?
For both of them here. Killer instinct combo breaker.
And it just went out, right? So if it hadn't gone out yet, and I did this dragon cancel, I would have been burned again. So I got really lucky. I am surprised no one teched that throw, right? I feel like I went for throw a lot after parry when I really could have been mixing my options more. But nobody stopped it, so I guess I just kept doing it.
Oh, this is it. Sonic
Best meaty in the game.
just goes to the shadow, puts the
And one chance. Yep, he had to break it. If he didn't break it, I was dragon canceling, shadow dragon kick, he was dead. He had to do it. And then he pops instinct in the air after a combo breaker because this is season 2 apparently.
Oh my.
And he throws a bomb for a setup. And I see that he's far away from me, and I'm like, I'm just going to poke you. And it turns out that he was trying to go for some kind of, like, meaty bomb setup. And I guess he just timed it too late or something. Or maybe he just really wasn't expecting me to poke, but I just went for it. And the match is over. That's it. So, that was the tournament. It's funny because, like, you know, that drop that I had was massive, right? Like, it could have been heartbreaking if I had lost the game, but the reality was, like, after the round transition, he didn't even hit me. I just cleanly beat him after that. He didn't even hit me. It's like, if I had been focusing on that mistake, I probably would have done worse. But I was just playing my game and just focusing on it till the end, so yeah, that's all that needs to be done, really. But yeah, Cinder versus Kim Grand Finals. I mean, that's crazy. I was really impressed with Valarax for getting that far. I didn't realize he was still so good, you know?
Ultra, you're back to back.
And yet, for some reason, like, I'm looking around at, like, the community reaction, and a lot of people seem to not like Valarax very much. And I was kind of surprised by that. I'm like, why? Like, he's been a nice guy to me, and he's been playing very well. And I don't mind the fact that he, like, pops off during tournament, you know, and it is a showboat, right? Like, that's awesome. If you're at a tournament, a major tournament, you paid money to get here, you could be as you know, loud as you want to be, right? It won't save you from me beating you, but, you know, you should still have as much fun as you can, right? So let's see. Where is top 8? I don't know if I'll be able to do all the matches here, but because it is getting a bit late.
Rough chance, so
But
really difficult there. Well
he's
played
trying to
by
be a villain? You think so? Like, saying he's a villain is like the same thing as saying Alex V was a villain, right? Because Alex V was doing a lot of the same things last year. But, like, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. If you, like, taunt me and pop off during, like, a casual set, I might look at you weird, but, like, at a major tournament, like, we all paid a bunch of money and devoted a bunch of time to get here. Like, I don't need to dampen on someone else's fun. Okay, I'll analyze a few more matches. I don't know if I'll do all of top 8 because it is already kind of getting late, but I'll get started.
Dolphin, potentially of the spot
So
being
Wolf
worth
Slayer,
it
the
Sunday,
fucking
watching
god
two
this
semis,
tournament. Jeez,
semis.
I played him in casuals at that night because I needed to see it for myself. And even though I did start really getting a lead on him later in the set, like at first it was really tough.
Breaker here.
He's ridiculous.
Sonic Dolphin in our winners finals.
Correct, Steve.
Yeah, you guys were, you were cool about that at least.
Valorant walking forward immediately at the beginning. He wants to enforce pressure against Arbiter, whose defense is, not the best.
And he was telling me like multiple times after the tournament was over, he was like, the crazy thing is I wasn't expecting to win, right? I wasn't expecting any of this and it just happened. And I told him that is how it works. When you go here just trying to do your best and have fun, that's when you do your best. That's when the crazy shit happens.
Yeah,
and now you have more confidence.
And the throw bait there as well. Valorant lights the arms.
That is smart because those sword normals.
Yeah, this position is awful. If you get cornered as Arbiter at the start of a round, it's really rough.
Nice, that is a huge. Oh,
Valorant was not ready to punish that properly. He should have done Trailblazer opener instead.
that could have been very, very big there, but his combo starter was weird because of the overshield, right? So
Yeah, very hard to anti-air that for Arbiter because he doesn't have fast
Mama,
anti-airs.
Take the plus frames, ignite them, and there's tons of
Yep.
potential life here as well. The lockout, immediate catch out on the level 4.
Thing is, like, Valorant could have killed him there, right? One thing that I will criticize a bunch of players at this tournament for is that a lot of them only go for really short combos, and they don't capitalize on lockouts well. And I think that that's the difference between the people who won and the people who lost. I think one of the best examples of this was actually, I want to show this example. I'll come back to this, but I want to show this. This is Nate versus Alex. I want to see like a specific moment.
Just do as he pleases. Do is play the air game with them.
Like, watch
I think
this.
Omen can kind of fight him in the air a little bit more. And Nate is a smothering Omen.
Yep.
So it's going to be
One.
easy for Alex to just do as he pleases.
2.
Yeah,
Right
I do
now,
think
much
Omen's,
better, much
Omen's
better.
reversal, the little order shield, is pretty interesting in this matchup too, because even though he's taking trades that are bad for him, he is stopping the momentum each time.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty good.
Order every time. That's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. I'm
3.
now, though, if Alex catches on to the fact that
4.
he's ordering every time.
5. Do you guys see a pattern here? This is the problem that a lot of KI players are still doing. That was 5 combos in a row. Oh, Sleep really told him that? Wow. This was 5 combos in a row where he just did a one chance into his Orda into launcher, right? On 3 of those combos, at least 3, the last 3 we watched, Alex locked out. Right? And remember, Omen is not just a character that you lock out on, that if he does a longer combo, he does more damage, right? Omen is a character that A, can build up ender levels very quickly, B, can lock out your meter while doing said combo, especially if you're locked out and can't do anything about it, and C, he gets meter off of every ender and it scales with ender level. He is missing out on all of that because he's doing this. Yeah. Yeah, because if you lock out Rash's meter, he can't DP. Against Omen, a character that, like, if you can't DP against Omen, you are screwed. Like, I'm sorry for, like, leaving the top 8 and just going to a random match, and I don't mean to, I don't mean to, bash on Nate. Nate was a super nice guy, he played really well, but, like, this moment, to me, exemplifies one of the main issues that a lot of people still have in this game, and it's an issue that Valorant also had, I felt like. And even though, but the thing about Cinder is like, Cinder is a character that it's like, yeah, you know, you apply burnout and then you do one chance and you cash out the damage, right? So to a lot of Cinder players, it feels obvious to do one chances, but it makes them completely neglect the benefit of doing a longer combo. Because with Cinder, if you do a longer combo, you get longer burnout time. Or you get more meter from a battery ender, right? And in a situation where the opponent has a lot of PD on them from being burned out and you go in on them, that person is very likely to guess break, right? And if they lock out on that guess break, you have tons of room to get even more damage off your investment. Which again, he wasn't getting because he refused to play any sort of risk. Meanwhile, the character that won this tournament is Kim Woo, who literally has to take risk to get damage. Like, do you see the problem here? This is like the main part that I remembered from top 24, besides Nate dropping the Ultra, which I looked back at it and I'm like, you know what? That kind of makes sense. Like, he was at the end of the combo, he blew the KV out. Like, I don't even blame him for that. But this right here, just, people gotta learn, man. People gotta learn to just be more brave about combo breakers, right? And this is something that some players have already managed to do well with, right? I feel like Alex V is very good at this. I feel like Devil May Care is super good at this, right? And like a few other players are good at like doing long combos without feeling scared of being broken all the time, right? But right here, I think this cost him the games, really. Anyway, let's go back to the Wolf Slayer Valorx match. I just really wanted to point out that one moment because it really, really hammered home one of my main points.
Defenses, you know, not the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Lots of frame traps.
And the throw. Self-detonate those grenades. And there's tons of potential life here as well. The lockout, immediate catch out
Wins
on
by
the level
turn,
4. 40%.
Forever.
Oh, man. And he goes right through. Yeah,
Yep.
you can't get away with those fissure cancels when he has the overshield up against the projectile.
That's right.
So he just gets to get out of there. For those of you who don't know, that overshield on Arbiter, it is like the video game he comes from. Lets him go
Yeah, so pushes him to the corner because there's not much Cinder can do to stop him.
And the parry.
Really good parry on the heavy kick.
This is a big chance now. Damage ender. Nades out for the setup here. Command grab or not is the guess. There's the
Really good command grab, but he failed the input there. I don't know if he actually could have gotten a combo off that. I'm not sure if there was enough time. But accidentally getting lunge is probably the worst outcome.
No.
That's the guaranteed setup. You make him jump the command grab, the grenade pops.
Not a bad idea to try and shadow counter that.
Whatever you want, but he missed it.
And that grenade's on cooldown now, recovering, so he's got a little bit.
Yeah, red on the instant jump. That was
Lots
nice.
of bullets though too, so it's a pretty good spot if you can just use some of that in zoning neutral here.
So now Valorx is trying to like stay above his head and play lame.
I love the grenade usage right there.
Same.
Really good. If you know he's above your head in a weird spot, gets you out of there.
Dude, I feel like he uses a lot of grenades for offense. So I'm always surprised when he has one for defense. But he's so good at keeping track of when he has them
Yeah.
that he's never surprised.
And defensively, it's such a good tool to have,
is.
right? Little juggle there, wasting some time. Lets him build back some resources. Almost on that second plasma grenade here. Got it on him. And now he can get some, yeah, look at this approach because of it. Just cuts off the entire screen. Back throw's huge here, though.
Yep.
No more overshield. Uh-oh, this is a bad spot to be. He has the bomb for the pop here.
Arbiter's
Crushing
got
heavy.
those range normals, man. He does not want to be this smothered. He wants that space to move.
And you got to make this overshield count.
Yeah,
Nice.
Valorx's trick to trying to get past the shield is he tries to like put himself in a trailblazer position that's really tough to contest.
Slow.
Yeah. It really,
And it
good for
sometimes
these
works.
situations. You see him try to use that earlier as well.
Oh, it traded with one of his,
I don't think
firebombs.
that could have been converted off, but it was funny
Jump back
nonetheless.
air to air.
So yeah, now Wolf is
I love the way
preemptively trying to
that we're
keep him
seeing
out of the
neutral
air,
plays
which
so
is
far,
a
both
good
of them. Very
choice.
patient, not overcommitting. Valorx just walking around. Making his approach nice, slow and steady. Nice
Really good
reaction.
DP on
Although
that.
He didn't get the combo because of the
Because of the
overshield.
overshield.
Doing challenging Arbiter's overhead is one thing that a lot of people need to get better at for sure, because it's a very reactable move and it's an airborne move too, so it's not Well, actually, I'm not sure if the hit is airborne, but generally speaking, like, it's pretty easy to DP it or parry it if you see it coming.
They're some of the most interesting interactions in this game, man.
Yeah. The anti-projectile nature on it makes a lot of the things that he wants to do really good. I love that he was patient there around the parry as well. Bomb out. Throw again. He can pop the bomb here. Overshield not a factor.
He does an instant pop to keep it from being broken. Does the Domi combo.
Shake the Domi. Pop. So swaggy.
Almost got him, yeah. That was a really good trick.
Grenade. He got the recap on it too. I love that he was patient around that. Oh, this is a big chance.
For extra health.
This is a hilarious position. When Arbiter has no health, but he has shield, is genuinely very funny.
Grenades out. It's gonna
Got
land.
the overshield. It's not one more hit.
But he just ran out of bullets and he died. Yep. He got a little too overzealous with his options, which it happens. But yeah, very unfortunate that he just ran out of bullets right there.
10 kills.
Did you see the damage on that? 1%. Because the overshield ate most of it.
See, like, stuff like that. Like, I think that's hilarious. I don't mind when people do that on the stage, you know? We're all trying to give the people a good show.
Exactly.
Really change his pace is, I think, a really brilliant way.
Could he have juggled with light kick after the throw?
One more hit'll do it. Grenades out. It's gonna
Got
land.
the overshield. It's not one more hit.
The command grab.
Not here. No.
Nobody drops it. He just, yeah.
You can't link anything off the command grab. You can only throw a grenade or shoot.
On stuff and then whiff at the start. Gets in there with the Trailblazer.
And if you want to do a light kick off a throw, I think you have to throw a grenade. Otherwise, the light kick doesn't come out fast enough.
I love that little
I think so.
shallow inferno into the throw right away. You're not gonna be ready for it. All right, just reset the scenario.
Yeah, I like the
Use
grenade.
to
Just
him off.
just
I think
reset the
pretty
scenario, get out of there, yeah.
worth it. Overshield pop.
Crouching light kick on Arbiter is so good. Like, it's 7 frames, so for a light button, it's pretty slow, but it has decent range, it links into his openers, and the counter hit stun you get on it is really good. So crouch light kick is a really good tool for Arbiter.
There, yeah.
When he's minus, he just throws it out.
While you have the overshield, you just eat projectiles, including your own grenade.
Yeah, this pressure stuff, like, Arbiter really struggles to get people off him when he doesn't have shield.
Lights the arms again. You mentioned earlier those big sword normals, the mediums and heavies. You see Arbiter.
Pop shield immediately. I'm so happy that Wolf has figured out the technique of just pop it, bro. Just pop it in neutral. No one's going to stop you.
Pretty strong.
He was patient with it, though.
Doesn't get the punish on the lunge.
This is going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, cash out on the arms.
He opted for another burnout instead of big damage right at the moment.
And again, DP not juggling quite correctly because of that there.
When your life's this low, you can ignore the burnout. Just swing anyway. You're going to die.
Yeah. Your potential life just means it's over no matter what.
Yep.
Wow, no whip punish, but Valor
That could have been an amazing whiff punish if he was ready for that.
Cash out right away. Man, he played so patient and neutral.
But again, like, he did a full screen overhead.
It's over no matter what.
Yep.
I mean, I guess he might have been out of range for the DP here. But, yeah, if you're on the lookout for those, you can absolutely stop him.
Wow, no whip punish, but Valorax. I love the patience, though, from Valorax. The cash out right away. Man, he played so patient and neutral right there. I love all the decision-making. It's like the first person we've seen slow Wolf Slayer Ninja down like this so far.
Yeah, I completely agree. I really like the way he's playing this.
Waits out the plasma grenade, lets him spend the bar. The wake up DP right out of there. Flash kicks, little stagger pressure, baits that out as well.
Fails the punish on that again. Just all he needed to do was Trailblazer.
Punish he wanted, though.
Yeah, but he's just making pretty solid situational awareness here in basically every level.
And then burning the arms again. We don't want to worry about the sword normals. Of course, the stand medium kick comes right out. It's a good
burning Arbiter's arms is a pretty
Lights
bad
again,
situation
AV
for
level
him.
4 there, so look at the potential life on Arbiter just burning away
This is
here.
bad. He does not want to get clipped with that much PD on.
Ah, that sucks. Yeah, this is one of the most unfortunate things about playing Arbiter. Your fastest button, your only 5-frame button, is stand light kick. A button that is minus on block. It can't be mashed, right? It barely links into any of your openers. And the worst part is that it's a flip out. This might be a hot take, but I think Arbiter's light kick being a flip out is more of a hindrance than a benefit. like, there's rarely a time where Arbiter's flip out is actually good. Because it's so predictable. In all the places where it's useful, it's so predictable to the point where you literally can't even do anything else, right? And like in this sort of scenario, if you try and like poke somebody, try to poke out and get like a combo or at least a juggle to get out, instead, if the opponent is airborne, they flip out, you whiff the lunge, and you get massive punished. So this is kind of an unfortunate thing that Arbiter has to deal with.
But he flips out. Unfortunate. He had the right idea and then falls.
Once again, does not get the right opener. Just, I think Valorac's just not used to using Trailblazer as an opener.
Out of the combo because of the overshield and the parry.
Messes up the parry. It's really hard to punish that move after the parry anyway.
Yeah, easy peasy kill there.
He needs to waste time, let that PD come back. That's what he's doing. Good decision.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna be the ender. And it gives him time to get resources back and stuff too, so chilling on that. Only has one grenade to work with. Lots of bullets though.
Yeah, get close to him. Yep.
Decision to forego damage to burn
Good meaty.
this matchup has been a really good choice.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about all this.
Arbiter really just relies so much on medium punch and heavy punch.
Tries to force the Trailblazer again, doesn't work this time. Really good DP.
Here, so he blocks
If
because
he
of
had timed that better, he definitely could have recaptured Arbiter with his own grenade.
but also forced Wolf Slayer to block too, so you'll take it. Oh, he just baits it out. Heavy break was very important right there. If he was wrong on that, could have been all the life in the world with double shadow available.
Yep.
Bombs out again. Now a little bit of zoning from Valorax. I like this actually, recognizing that he has it. This is great on block 2. Shadow Trailblazer when your opponent doesn't have any meter and he tried to jab out.
Yeah, Crossfire's so good, man.
He's got to break this or it's going to
Easy.
be Ultra 2-0 just like that.
Ending here.
Look over.
Still had it.
I have to say. And with how Valorax.
Not looked quite as happy as he did earlier today.
Nice. Love the double Trailblazer for the link there. Plus as hell. And then the little fake.
Yeah. It took me a while to realize that heavy punch into fake out fission is plus. Like, you wouldn't think it is, but it is.
Feel some
It has to be anyway. I'm not even sure of that. I haven't seen any frame data, but I'm positive it's plus now.
The pressure, man. Cinder is
Every time I've tried to challenge that, I've gotten fucked.
It's very hard for Arbiter to deal with this.
Yeah, he doesn't have the best tools for this for sure. And finally we see a way out.
Then
Has
you
the
get him
shadow.
off you, and he's like, okay, fine. I have the life lead. I'm going to stand over
Oh!
here.
The problem is, like, Arbiter wants to get out of this corner, but if you burn out his arms, he has no defensive measures to get you away.
Oh, and the huge call out here. Should be the kill.
Big damage.
He has the shadow here for the ender.
The one thing that's super nice about a character like Kilgore in comparison to a lot of other, like, quote-unquote, like, space control zoners in this game is that Kilgore has Stan Heavy Kick, which sends the opponent full screen. Right? A lot of characters don't have moves like that. So when they hit people, they can't really create space between them without switching sides, right? So that's what's kind of hard to deal with here, is that when someone has Arbiter in the corner, it's so hard for him to just get them to back off.
More than enough. He even takes the battery ender so he can build more bar back. Very smart from
That's
Valorax.
demoralizing. Bad position.
Yeah, and he's stuck in the corner here.
Nice
to make
checks.
something happen, swings and finds a hit, but Valorax with a huge lead now. Get time to make something happen. Oh, little drop.
That was probably an accidental dash.
We'll see if he finishes it.
I'm surprised that grab reached, actually.
Good chance for pressure now. Went for the meaty and he just flash kicks out and
Wolfslayer has literal, like, frame kill timings,
Okay,
which is
grenade hits,
nuts to me.
recapture. Oh, slightly early.
Like,
it looks
this dude
like.
is dedicated.
And this is all Valorax so far. Bomb explosion.
Yeah, shadow countering Cinder after a jump in is not a good idea because his target combo is fast enough to beat it, which is bullshit, but whatever.
No.
I wonder if he tried air down heavy kick right there, and actually the shadow counter might have worked if he got it.
Yeah, it might have, but then it wouldn't have juggled right. He would have got much off of it.
Dude, look how much plus pressure this character gets.
Frame trap, huge break right
Cinder's
there.
so...
Very important. If he
Cinder
gets
has some
wrong,
crazy
counter
stuff.
broken.
Gonna recap. Nice.
Really good recap combo, but Valorax is ready for it.
Straight again. Jumps the command grab. Doesn't
I
get
don't
punished.
mind the
Oh,
attempt.
the down forward heavy kick, or the down heavy kick went the wrong way.
And the arm
I don't
is
feel
right.
like Wolfslayer has been representing the light overhead that much, actually. That might be the one thing about his play that... That might be the one thing about Wolfslayer's play that's lacking, is that he doesn't represent the light overhead in neutral very well. It's a super good space control tool.
Taken away from him.
Oh, juggle fence now too. Bomb still there. Lands, baits the
There it is
throw.
again.
Gotta be the
It
brave
is
here.
kind of
I love the
reactable, but a
instinct
lot of
to make
people
it
won't
hard
be
to break
prepared
and
for
get all
it.
that extra damage. Recap misses, but Valorax just needs one. Oh, the parry! Wow, he was so ready. Are you serious? Are you serious, man? You just knew one bullet for the kill there, but
Air
a
parry is
pixel
godlike,
and a
yeah.
dream.
Turnover shield.
What do you got left here?
He almost
Finds
did it
but not
again.
Quite enough. Blows up the grenade.
Do it again. Yep.
All right, he's got
This
the
is so
overcharge.
funny when this kind of thing happens, when Arbiter just refuses to die.
Yeah, he's got to start shooting or something.
So many bullets in the clip to die with. You gotta use them.
Yeah, he's spending a bit more. He doesn't have any other
Yep.
resources. Though.
Really good whip
The
punish. Super good.
kill. Threes.
All right, I might shorten down the amount of matches I look at, so let me just see which ones I really want to talk about. All right, let's skip this one, Latalis, because I know you're just going to be sad that you missed a lot of links here. I remember watching this. I'm like, how is he dropping all these? This gotta suck. Let's talk about Devil versus Wheels.
Them for getting him cap. We
Yeah.
want to watch. He runs a lot of fun stuff. You care about KI? You want to get interested in it? Definitely follow Devil.
I was so happy to see Devil do well in this tournament. I feel like he didn't have a lot of time to practice the game prior to the tournament. And I feel like if he had the time to practice and he really like examined his own gameplay and made improvements, I think he could have done even better than this. But it is what it is. 7th place is still very good.
Yeah, they'll definitely help you get started in gaming. Jump in early, Wheels.
And getting to fight Wheels is pretty nice for him.
Tricky
He
as
tried to
hell.
represent that earlier, but somebody popped Instinct and ruined it. But he got it this time.
Yeah, that was a nasty little setup. It's a button you don't even see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I remember how this set went. It was not much for me to talk about. But yeah, I'm rooting for you, man. I really want to see you do super well at this game because I love watching you play. And I think your characters are very cool to see at a high level. Minus Aghanos. But, I mean, other people love seeing Aghanos, so there's that. But I like seeing you play Tusk and Rom a lot. So, yeah, I'm rooting for you next year, man.
Hit very often either.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Or, you know, whatever other majors you go to, right?
And man, no, that air-to-air was.
That is something that I remember asking Devil, I'm like, hey, is instant air jump light punch into target combo, is that like an option? Right? Is that like a good option? And he said no. And then I remember like a few days later I saw him in an online tournament and he was using it. And when I said like, and when I made a joke about how he said that, he didn't know what I was talking about. But yeah, like instant air jump light punch into target combo is actually a really nice option because even though the jump light punch has a really small hitbox and it's not easy to hit with, it is fast. And the target combo leads to multiple options. You can go into flip out, you can go into a juggle extension if your timing's really good, and you can do a knockdown too. You can just like do heavy punch and splat them to the ground off it. Like, TJ definitely has some interesting air contest options.
But somebody popped Instinct and ruined it. But he got it this time.
Yeah, that was
like,
a
watch
nasty
this.
little setup. It's a button you don't even see him hit very often either.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. And man,
Like that,
no.
see? Now he's back in pressure. Really cool.
That air-to-air was so ready, although the shadow counter to get out of there. DJ Combo is a very sticky character. He's hard to get away from.
Why? That move is so hard to block for some reason. He's just flying in front of you, but for some reason it hits me every time.
Mix up on the Psycho Crusher straight down. He's hard to get away from. He's very
Doesn't
difficult
work
to get any kind of escape from, but we've seen Wheels get away a couple of times so far. Goes for the damage on the Azuna.
Oh yeah, Anime Ninja.
And we'll have to see what he has left. Pops the Instinct, trying to make.
We're not looking at, just so you guys know, we're not looking at all of top 8. I'm just going to be looking at the matches I really want to talk about.
Tags him.
Because I am already getting tired.
So good on defense, and he was just waiting to get enough meter to shadow counter. He did it, and he turned all of that.
Now he's in the best instinct in the game.
Wow, nice jump on the command grab and goes down for the punish as well. Although big upper here. Does not
No
break.
break.
The mediums there.
Devil has
Gets
2
the wall
meters. I would
afterwards.
like
Command
to see
grab
him
off
just
the
throw
wall.
one, you know?
Sides again go under, maybe? No.
That time does break the medium.
I don't know if
Even if it gets broken, it's like whatever.
Uh-oh, he's gonna eat this fist to the face. And
Yep,
lets-
who cares?
He does the drop, very smart shadow to the wall. He didn't even care if that hit or not, by the way, because he just wanted the corner here. Drop him afterwards. Still has the stone skin. Still has.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't get a lot of good practice versus TJ. Like, Devil is one of the only people you can really go to. I think if I were to go against him, I would have been fairly nervous too. Unfortunately, I never got the chance to play him.
Stabby out as well. Oh, this spot sucks. Stabby gonna
is
combo.
right there in him.
Yeah.
Stabby only has 1 HP left now, but he's still there. You can't forget that he's still there.
Yep. Oh, sandwich
Here he
time.
comes.
He
Oh, he got
punched Stabby, no! And breaks on the heavies, but still a pretty bad spot for Devil May Care. We'll see what he has here. He might even save the instinct at this point.
Do last breath.
Yeah, with this little life.
It would be better if he could take this life bar and then use it. But yeah, I would probably bet on the last breath at this point. Oh, that's
a
nice.
punish.
Huge damage.
Good
And no way
punish.
to break that either.
Yeah.
The hit immediately, the breakable part was already death, so no chance for Wheels to get out.
But now he has the choice.
You lost to Raven, yeah. The fact that I didn't see Raven all tournament was kind of surprising too. Because Raven, I think Raven did make top 24, but his match wasn't on stream. The fact that Devil beat Raven was really impressive, because I know, like, people say Spinal versus TJ is pretty rough for TJ.
He might actually want to pop the instinct here.
Yeah,
depending on what happens.
it might be worth it. Oh, he breaks the TJ combinations there. Those are not easy to deal with. Not easy to break it. Oh, double roll. Trying to make something happen. Feint on the power line. And
Yeah,
fadeaway.
it's just so hard for
a pop from
Devil
May
to,
Care.
like,
And he
TJ
uses
really
some
needs
of
to
the
be
shadow. I
precise
like
on
this
how he
last breath.
catches Gargos, because Gargos just has so much air movement.
The minion has 2 more health.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's free. Yeah,
Oh, doesn't even need the scoop.
that instinct is like the best get off me for, like, one of the best counters for TJ's instinct for sure. Because, yeah.
Easy peasy. I don't think he had a way to escape there. He was already committed to the power line. Wheels pops the instinct. Very good punish. So game 1 goes
Counter.
lights after. This
He had the pressure in the corner. Wheels was so patient. He got out, and then he just turned.
I like Devil just going under Gargos a
on the
lot.
power line, then goes for the lights
And
after.
still
This
gets
is a
the
big-
auto barrage. That is so
big
much,
cash
dude.
out.
Like, what the fuck? Look at that. Like, what the fuck? Let's watch that again.
So patient. He got out, and then he just turned.
1,
Into an indomitable
2.
lead.
God, 2 hits on the power line.
Gets a lockout.
Then
Goes into
for the
auto
lights
barrage.
after. This is a big,
Oh my God.
big cash out.
68% meterless right at round start. That's crazy. That's crazy.
70%. That really hurts. It was just power line, and then he got the dunk after.
Yeah, yeah. He got the full auto barrage and ender.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
God damn.
Oh, and then the shadow after to try to get that corner push. While you're in instinct with Gargos, you really need to prioritize screen space. You cannot be full screen away.
Yeah, there's not much you can do. You
It's
just
a little
gotta
bit
hold
more
it.
annoying to
Really good challenge, especially since Wheels' instinct just
any
ended.
kind of presence. This actually should kill here.
Instant lockout
Yeah.
meant he got to do auto
2
barrage.
hits for Devil May Care. That was a 2-touch round.
What did he lock
Cannot
out
be
on
full
anyway?
screen
Did he
away,
just try and, like,
where
tech
it's a
the
little bit
jabs?
more annoying to
Yeah, he just guessed immediately for some reason. Maybe he was panicking.
kind of get any kind of presence. This actually should kill here, yeah. 2 hits for Devil May Care. That was a 2-touch round.
Sure was. I know gamers love 2-touch rounds.
Yeah, 2 touches are very popular. Everybody loves.
Super hype.
Yeah, everybody loves.
Delayed
touches.
jab,
Yeah,
that was
everybody.
interesting. I don't know if that was
He can get out,
intentional.
he can get out.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
just
break the
break.
combo.
God, that overhead is so good. Like, it's fairly quick, and it's +1 on block by itself. Like, that's so good.
Resource to break. You just got to be great.
Oh, he was
Yep, full
strong.
combo.
That is huge on the shadow upper.
Jeez.
Yeah, good damage on the knee, and then.
Right, now he's
he
not
can jump here.
punishable.
He tried.
The fact that he jumped that was
But
actually
he's
pretty
got
good.
The corner pressure with the armor right now. Hard to get out of.
The overhead's +2? Huh. I know it, I thought it was like +1, so if it's +2, then I was close.
He just has to play great defense for a minute.
Yeah. Oh, what a read on the jump, but unfortunately, still infinite armor, so he
Yeah.
doesn't really care.
When
Nice
you're in
break.
that position, you got to remember to jump forward. So
What
that
a
at
block
least
on
What
the
a
first.
fuck. Dude, I need to watch that
Oh,
again.
what a read on the jump, but unfortunately, still infinite armor, so he
Yeah.
doesn't really care.
When
Nice
you're in
break.
that position, you
Thanks,
got to
Global.
remember to jump forward.
Like, wow, dude. Roll up, nothing.
So
What
that
a
at
block
least if
on
you're
the burst!
What a bait. Like, that's timed so well to bait that.
Wow.
And that's a punish right into the ultra.
Would have been funny if he did the ultimate here.
Yeah, when you're pinned like that, you got to jump out so that when you get clipped by the armor, you're at least out of the corner.
Awareness right there from Devil May Care. Definitely solid matchup knowledge in that moment. Jab, tick throw, command grab, combos off it in the corner here. Makes it to a level 3 cash out too, pretty solid.
TJ has no reversal without meter, so he's got to be patient.
Jab
Wow,
back
wake up
there.
command grab, that's really
Command
good.
grab.
Gets out of there. This is a huge win for Devil May Care. Takes battery ender. What
I like the grab attempt. He doesn't do that very often. See, instant air light punch again. And if he had done the heavy punch version of it afterward, it probably would have hit.
Well, man, defensively, they're both making really good choices in these kinds of scrambles to find hits and not get stuck on defense.
There's the shoot toss. He didn't believe Wheels would jump twice in a row after the overhead, and he was right.
Yeah. Wow. He's going to just armor through
I guess he was trying to crush a low there. I'm not sure what that
before
was.
he even gets a chance. I like what we're seeing here. Steal some
Gotta
bar.
get out of this corner.
Oh, I love the low.
Popping
range.
instinct here was a terrible decision, man. Like, why are you popping instinct when you're in the corner against an armored Gargos? Like, that is, you're not going to do anything. Unless he thought that maybe making his heavies faster would help him get out, but I don't know about that, man.
One chance here, he guesses right. And yeah, just armor.
Yeah, like, why even bother? Like, he's just going to kill you.
Yeah.
Not much you can do. Waste out a lot of his instinct time as well.
And he could have wasted even more instinct time if he had gotten the command grab there.
Yeah, especially when Wheels already had his instinct going. It's very hard to establish. Oh, gets a whip punish. Trying to chase down. Nice jump back again. Wheels is like fadeaway jumping medium kicks. I've gotten him so much mileage in this set already, just like that.
It's a big hitbox on that thing, too. It's pretty obnoxious.
That's
Stabby's
pressure.
coming.
Stabby
He's coming.
is pulling up. That's why the
Yep, fuck it.
grab,
Yep.
I love that
Genius.
choice.
If you're too busy trying to pressure Gargos to deal with the minion, just time a throw.
Devil May Care saw a little fella creeping up behind him, and he's like, you know what, I'm not a fan.
If I'm Wheels in that situation, I'm like, yeah, I'll just wait till my boy comes and helps me, and then I get command grab.
Yeah, he was just
So-
blocking it out, waiting.
Yeah.
Very smart. Juggles off this. Stabby trying to get involved.
Oh, man, that could have been a swaggy combo.
So he jumped back, put both boots on Stabby's head, but Wheels very smart to get the punish.
Yeah. And now we got...
He's trying to use Tremor to get rid of the minion, but that didn't work. And now he just sailed past it without really considering.
Summer bod, you know, he'll get there. Wow, fade away, other side, it doesn't combo in.
I know Devil hates when that happens, but I mean,
Unlucky
yeah, that hitbox interaction was never going to be good.
there.
Still got the last breath. He's going to get one hit on both minions. Oh, actually missed.
I am surprised it only hits one minion. That's interesting.
Stabby's got the footsies.
Good job.
Stabby!
Nope.
Dude, no way Stabby just
This
stood up
is how
there
minions
and
work, bro.
punched him out of it.
I'm not sure what the
Chance
reckoning
now, but his
was.
break is correct. Gonna pop the
Now, there it
He's
is.
out of instinct on Devil's out.
Yeah, I don't know much you can do here. That's gonna be Chip probably anyway, and the minion was out, so.
You don't want to do it.
Yeah,
What Devil needs to make is just to make sure that the instinct pop counts. And popping instinct defensively, great move in most cases, but when you're in the corner and Gargos has the hyper armor, you don't want to do it.
yeah, I think it just
not
doesn't.
gonna help you.
That makes him so nasty. It just doesn't give him enough space to do anything really. It
Right.
just, you pop it and then you immediately are stuck in the same spot anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, a position like this, I think popping instinct's fine for a comeback, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
he doesn't have infinite armor.
Once he has the armor, though, it's a no-go.
Yeah, he's also been having trouble finding the approach. There is a great approach. Reset into the command grab, heavy kick. This is
Lock
big.
out, want to recap as soon as possible.
Doesn't try to break. And adds in a little extra manual at the end, too.
Jeez.
Oh my, went for the
Just slamming this demon all over the screen.
That was going to be a flip out chance. The counter breaker right away, and that should be the key.
You gotta counter break
Actually,
Devil.
It might be close, it might not be enough.
I mean, he gets to waste a ton of instinct time here as well.
Does kill, man.
That's a big deal. Like we were just saying, these instincts need to be a lot more optimal.
Yeah, he had a little bit left there, but the dive works out again. Big lockout early. Has Shadow available, doesn't spend it. Might just be Minion instead.
Yep, you were right.
Oh, command grab. Stabby's there as well. Gets the break. Trade on that. Stabby got up. Now he's involved. He's in the mix. The anti-air. Stabby helped him juggle.
What a god. The Stabby almost
He's still there
freaking
poking him. Oh, he
continued
got
the
beat
combo
there.
in the corner too. I think that's what Wheels wanted.
He cannot survive that, but that's going to
And
be an
that's
ultra,
it.
and that's going to be a kill. And one more chance now. What does Devil May Care have in the tank on this last breath here? Rolls past the minion. He actually didn't get hit by him.
Scary stuff, but he's got to take a life bar and a half with this.
The minion, is he going to interrupt?
Yep,
he
he
did.
That's it.
Oh, the minion interruption, the hyper armor. That's the kill
That's
for
it.
Wheels. 3-1 in the set here, sending Devil May Care out of the tournament.
Boom.
Well played though, for sure. Good stuff on that. So 7th place here for Devil May Care. Fan favorite. A lot of people are a fan of him. So if you want to learn some KI,
I'm already feeling kind of tired, so I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys for stopping by. And see you next year. if you guys go to Combo Breaker. Otherwise, I'll be hanging around online.